na any abai and odaya droya and about premature ejaculation to a say Jones or Sema and I'm sweating ko ya fei no span counter territory no a lawsuit delayman botas and Anos Etwabo, let you say the kudeku, and I'm sweating with them and not Lawson. Man comes us now, and I said, Lemon comes us now, and I'm sweating with Jasso. Now, when I do Anos Etwabo, Barna Posa Brema, Nessamas Etimique Enfamo, the be answered at the Sesabia cholesterol, and I have a break, Mukoko and I Tetua, wouldn't be away, Abako, I will be awesome at more command of pay, Messawa double to Mika, not when you're a sweating about beer turned to Biaqua, when suspect to a Dr. Lawson, baby, never be asked at all come. And I'm sweating with them. I have from I have Kaisempo. When Dr. Rossabaka saw 248 6199 no more. And sweat your casa emulator supplement, a free supplementer. And I'm yes, yet medi. Now, if we can take care of pharmaceutical research center, Makache, and I'm also edify with your bar. We know the Tessa FDA for the most operation. And to Upasa, a idea about 21 concept. And what's a new system and it's what me jump brand. And tea and the Tessa make up for emulator supplement. Aswa ti da manumbi na emo na bibia etumi kama enfama afa efibia o majanimi na ebeyi eso e de frenampo de chance wo so fa eso timede bibia to jo Ghana bia conscious ebetumi akabe eno kana ne panifo kasa 0535 112 873 no eso twa kasa serious o chakukula ntin e odwaso me porto ukika kan se kese Seketwa, and I'm possessed adantable, say private car and issue, and I'm possessed bus be and issue, and I say commercial cars, Mamusu commercial cars, contemporary Timis Ramo, Sewas or Chakukulant and Ababamo, trot drivers, Sanso, and the taxi drivers are Miss Sama Damonomo, Ghana, and Kumasim Potenwa, the Tansama Muchi, Nelson Ubers now, and then put the Tansan Mususwa Voxifono, Moko Mudianesa, Muji, size Abako, no watch. Kwa befa Saudi na senjua no and aswe to gum kama am bias to kama so to dem all anti serious or trakukulant and ababwa and prevent na say nei I address engine from overheating a best extending and what dear and I was setting me bo na po so ka no and so awode atimi nya no ni nya no e be extend e bias to kama e dem all and no pay me say what the shop bie etikọ no address ko report company limited now so kokope and serious or trakukulant be and so etimi so 0544-133-169. Now, no maka satabi about company industry say make a friend Ghana friend na some takumaba. Na what a friend. Bema no ba utafra umpoma gudie abeko kama wo bi on mo dos se du fotie wodo saka na bramide jai obwa na tinka sam na tinko ntisa na te obeka se bramide jai sa uwie so se brawia no akata so nya jade sama no munya chade etimisra woda takum no tafrepa na se ne na tinka sam ne ba pe oh bibia be kama enu atitabia ba mix an enso to odwaso wo be se bia malaria ate to be jaundice the prototype for menstrual disorders and how Rodron air tabia ba mexana banam na so to assess what with them all maybe a change Ghana bia ko sounds ebeta kabe 0243686861 no maka sami dima fo bedu asam and I'm so to the mantina no pay ya bia ate to bia no I am dima fo about Santa ko na doctor for time and so intimate so see about boys no crab back the time to nyama so intimate sawada doctor at the time but so say 3 minutes about the last 3 minutes oh papa no tono amano so fa no ensuetmedi na se stroke no dia de na tetel ayo ba anaposa bama untimi engoba enwati wa emre ewo mpom obama na simitrase just awuse kojo to a mesawa dado ni che o midima fo ba center na doctor so atuma bo no the time ato so na bibia so ato kam ejama me pa choma mo nkra no kopo kwase mayira ewo ana doctor at the time etoto Ghana for so enwati ebu kwa go school johnson o kuma say doctor the time ato so 0244 77 4282 na so doctor at the time atoso TP Gallic Mesa Dubai free work the one and a jabba na plot for say can friend Ghana for na say essence omujuru wonti and omudi side doing and I'm so to media ba na udum say vitamins and minerals e wo no aboni pedu especially vitamin C ana se woman no and I'm sweaty but I'm a dada satana we ness bibia we bia no bibia so atu ko kama nti say bi I decimate strong pains and unai ana tetrete stroke and joya de ana tetewo what do so te ewo and what asthma tetewa ana hawa what do the 3p garlic mixer onumbia e betu ase en sweat mako ana bia so atu kama we en so yade etu yade ase etimi no wa meko akopa bi sesia na mesmetuma yiso na bibia so atuma wa kama na part ayakai na se no license akame abaso bia abekobia no obenya do ani din aso 3p garlic mixture ni bia obo na bia so atwa kama and aso timi adama 0248928824 na so no aso timi kasa sense nti say fridge ni yedi problem Dr. Chidi wajibi adiasi na se no shop one and pesa office so binim say udie obajibi adiasi o esansam open so pa and nti dia tell sense for say bia udie no a fridge and corner pa high sense super fridge promo and I'm also gusonas akoso over 45-liter fridges libya we kwa sabeka side by side I am fridges and we 688 liters now we kono kwa jodie and we just freezers and up display fridge na pe ni ya okwa we Samsung truck be everyday price for everyday people day we ba kono kwa jodie essence we ni atiti say she yes a promotion also 28th of March you be yes 8th of April it aka 7 days near we one for when you are a fridge no copper obaton aboden you so room so Ghana na ya bia wunti aya de so be ko no kwakoto de ama bia so natima ko kama root natural product e wo so root mixture medical culture say do eku ns malaria etu ase deku so the food with you mo root live ne de e ban say bia moja na security ya e be security and so to demo aferuta tonic wow typhoid fever ma dem am complain about typhoid no and I'm also to say deku and I'm also to demo and na pai we say ruta tonic ya attract and ya tuna te say e dia good Ghana ntwom ntwa so nya herbal shop and of pharmacy and chemical shops how do na wo kwa jodie 0244485632 na so no also to makasa na bia so to come last caster enterprise inte boys dem IFA na Opera 3D na se natural design CB 5D natural design CB anapa wukwa we so ebetu akabi na kanese no ama mesa blankets no se boys ni gigigibi etu to so se saro pepe na nyamas asia ko decorative watches and flowers wukwa we so bekabe PVC floaters anapa we so ebetu akabe te besra da tutubrika na fori mu dum kuma se jane nese production project na dia hwani mu a yo mesa sanoche plaza first floor and watch and cross ku tiktok one ma 020028 108 na so no makasa na porto na no na Newton kase match bi okoko fire no so wanya zara mixture energy capsule sanka mo no because say wajetum say hwe unuma masa bua no na jeta abi mo tin kasem na je onu na di wadan so na owie no de Zahara man capsules aka ho won sa no de obon tu anopa tu anumre on so obegina anu anu wo sign na wo ye ni na wo bi yes amona ontimi na sasa ni da on fa mi agrokra Zahara man capsules oni na nam mo so me na nam yes ana wo sa onan flamemu ori ye na djuma ni uti pitala ti ori ye na djuma ay Zahara man capsules ano ana se what jatuma oni dia grow on permanent when you fear king ama king adua king o mo bansu nyina di won dan se so ya de pa enti misra wa dan su kokopa bi na emfa odi tudum se de ni utidi tudum e okrom ha na yi dia ba mix an malaria fever typhoid diabetes anu so etu ase enti no boss we bi etu adro bi akwa we say come 0246348334 na so no makase ewie e wa pasco herbal capsules adoi e brebom yonko e bwa pa na misra wa da bro no se betima gina ye ne mponi paduan bibia so beto kama so ati da monte mesewa da o be pasco ya ba capsules tebe na so ati yisu ama bia so ati kama ana so ati da ma na ya no kai no asa no so ati da ma se leopi mi ka so kwaji bi no kwajo de anti odi ne de aboa infection sa na wusu da bia da na so betom ba ma na udwinia de adere nyina no binim se de atu atwa afei na se umoja na efi so ati ba mi na no be wono ya pasco ayi ni nyina so tim the fruit we be turn do bi akwa we say kabe 0457453579 akasa
wo medasi over time na Dr. Amuzu Adaruma, a quick one, young man, now share your question of the day. Question Ben a center or center circle, a day I be doing come Dr. Amuzu P. Said Namu Yare, Edru, and no say Gono, and a syphilis candidate dinner Hawajina, or the any sort of pair, Dr. Amuzu P. Nano, I want you, man, no neji, Nyama Bia, Yana Sabi, or my, and so be tagu, but in Kaka Kawum, Hadripa, Nana Bana, or the Chacha Befema. Na afebo se nneema teche no nenam ho ne ade hadwe panchamuzu p ana onya bia eno ebebo mema so ebo infection gono ana wate eno so ebebo nti doctor eno ewo pharmaceutical shop bia oduro a also pe Dr. Amuzu p ubenya bi enso etimi atone question of the day eni centered on the Black Stars of Ghana, your World Cup, your questioner. You will say, in which position will Ghana Black Stars finish in this group? Ghana World Cup near Group L. Now Group L no Obena England, Croatia, Ghana and Panama. Ana ye J.D. Group L ho. Now you will say in which position will Ghana Black Stars finish in this group? Black Stars World Cup group you be say. Yebedi kai yebeto so mienu yebeto so miansa na yebere ewo group yi mo mze onimu wo adwenche ko na no katai nkoyi kra but we dey reze ebekoyi
ho ne yewe o
na utu wan tu obi o tu obi o ana
yewe
mi
yesu ahwe very o
anyway, as I was okay.
We are very a brilliant doctor team
Croatia, Ghana, England.
Bra.
Is he England?
Why? A brand on Bible.
Now we're German boy.
A brand on Bible.
Munjasa says, team I you.
A brand on Bible. Coach Ben about Germany. Yeah, the two coaches about Germany. Oh, walk Germany match. The recent matches are about the two coaches now. Omuna so ye Ghana for. So okay. Akwasi apia 2014 obo tutu
na
Injaf akwaji 2-1
ene de pamo no mu sha gab no kran wa 2-2-1-1-1 is we know nti England so same team be Messi
Pedro Madina Cruz 4th position Ghana for Ghana Black Stars. Good morning Capo. Nana ya Okasti say for this group nothing is changing. It will end with the same arrangements. And also Edia Banti said who said that's we sa never call Daku Eric say I details now Daku Eric say but the table is already arranged though. And Odiaba Isaac Mens has a second position. Asumedi Emmanuel say Ghana will top the group. Odro Nyako Ghana will bottom the group. Okay, we'll be at the bottom of the group. That was what you want to say. Desmond also say as usual 4th position. South Ogidi Brown Jr. as a Ghana will finish 3rd. And Odiaba AMG Mole as a 3rd position and Odiaba His Excellency Nana Yaredu as a 3rd position. Levels man as a 2nd position. Afei Frank Osei as a 2nd position. Junior Alonso say 4th. Afei Frank also say 2nd. South Sarbedi ako say 4th. Benjin Fancy as a Panama. Okay, Panama have a top group now, and a Benjin Fancy Diaba. Allow the best as a 4th per what I've seen so far. Okay, Kwaku Jeff as it's arranged. Kwajo let go as a 4th position. Afei Evans Aqua as a 3rd position. Afei official Kofi Parker and so say number 3 position and a Ghana and so you be to me at the Capo the Supremo.
Wow, young Facebook stream now say where P Manuel. Also Black Stars be the 2nd group no Majestic Boys Ghana is topping this group cry and no Edward Diaba level 5+1 was even the Panama that you people are saying you can score them easy cry. I'm not sure. Okay, at Destiny Awa was a Ghana will reach semi-final. Okay, Nana Koto as a 2nd group here more Evans Aite as a honestly speaking Ghana best position for this group will be 4th. Okay, and what day about was a Ghana be now 1 point to pay and no no day about when so Bozanoa was a Yana Bedi kind group here more no messenger or no some Diaba Dramani Kalimata also Tresa Ghana ever the 2nd group here more Lukman Isa as a we are watching live here till Lookman messenger ono edem abano no wenso Honda Awini or say Ghana will be the last position Honda from Setre and what them the message we also about Kofi Prince the Ghana will draw against England and win against Panama near draw against Croatia ono ayen mass and so Benjamin Kobe and yuma as a Ghana topic group no and no Benji a messenger ono ade aba Susie as a Ghana first Susan messenger one also de aba Emmanuel Boaben as a first position a Ghana and so ebedi na say one some no Royalson at Ghana will top this group fala na say Ghana for GD pa so to ko idie nuama sesa nuama besesa na no mu hu ni say ebi nti we adunche ni biomo edi aba eno no commander ewo Aben FM say on monitor Yunjumedi was your outfit is smashing 100% doing the watching Aben FM commander and not pay yenchia money Aben ewo say Joso okay say Joso
well 103.3
yeah Aben
tibia
Aben okay
bia nso
no the mazel
ewo
ejinem
but na say dia o se didi.
Oh, of course, yes. Did kakra.
Also, would
a bet way.
Yes,
bet responsible. A grown old
yes.
Okay.
You may transfer.
Ubedi. And upon your then radio no toss. Almost project, mammy. Almost 9, 8 point something.
Yeah. Unim say from Monday banning now.
Yeah, this Monday 8.90. Almost 9 or.
It never said be.
Into yeah, no, I be you.
Aye. You do ma. Ayana obi won mon kasa o ba ye di
ya na
o to say eh o twa kura wo di
kura wiki bi bo wiki we mu e bi bo BW4A 7AF
301
259 hours.
And that's when over the weekend, the weekend
259 hours.
Call
Modupa Fatuachi.
It is Safi.
BW4A 7B1 4E0 70 hours.
Okay.
BW4A 7AF DA0 10 hours.
Sure.
BW4A 7B2 4D4 8 hours. There was here 7. BW4A 7B0 389 7 hours. I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
Our chance so ya for feeder. Eastern starting to also pick a cry day. And to achieve because Quawo man for Ebimun and Namuni Adia. I feel you hear
a convention food.
Convention food and food too. And I said, go to
yes,
a cry.
Yeah, who no one munti. Yeah, Nachi Dido, Ora Yesu. Yeah, who no one munti anopai. Yeah, Nachi Dido, Capo.
Possible.
Aye, so this is what is so yeah, Mia.
No crepa.
Munya no, Namu, Neko, Nasamra Naswa. Now me didn't sakanwa. Wontumi now. Besum no.
Bruno, dear, I used to be on fun home and now they also some now copema.
What's them?
Obeba.
What's them? Wallo walla.
Well, you're covering the latest number. Danso Abia, Nick Petroleum.
Yes.
Papa baby will be a chow.
Yeah.
Nick Petroleum.
Nami aduma weekend dinner mo coronation.
Oh, okay.
Nana akrapi bafo.
Oh, okay.
Ono na enkranza man hene.
Oh, okay.
Ana yema me sapoma enkranza ba hema. Officially afenia coronation e baso nami aduma Saturday.
Oh, ti ya be se bi ya be.
O so ba.
Okay ti, you say ya jina so me hu. E say Nick, you be ka.
Yeah.
So bi cry akoyo ho na be fine.
Yeah, ono so dey we show man.
Ti Nick Petroleum papa be obi a team ni nyina che on ha no pi oba tan no. Ya kwam no ne aba Clifford Chamber for US. Clifford so ma biem a wo ma tena se da TV so and we monitor my butching Clifford. Only team in your halam. You're coming on the Abamreno. As why Wontumi 101.3 Wontumi TV.
Lahenu Yehuwa
Agwa juma no you Yame wohoda Se uji didia Obeya juma Esentrenia no you Yame wohoda Se uji didia Obeya juma Ye bompaye Shamaki Israel Yehuwa Lahenu Yehuwa Ekad We ahata et Yehuwa Elohika bika luvika Uvika naveshika Uvika miyodika Tode Yashak in English in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Woman Timian Kona, one Sunday pray and a bano pano, ya the updated by say Italian football and the federation, woman address a meeting, and so Nababasolanino, woman say Omu Ebaya, a total and the foundation of Italian football. So the Benyama Betina Kokama, now football no more ebesene, woman and some Nayan, Omu the leaders are, woman Italian football, so and Eberese Nyaman Sobe Kamanti, woman chess association of coaches, and and the players and after woman and some the league in Unino, woman two woman Saturday afromuna and the theater is a meeting no Ababaso between and the president at the FIGC, IFN Gravina, one and Serie A, and after Serie B, and then the Liga and the Pro National Amateur Liga, woman Ebo, and after coaches Nino, woman at two woman Saturday afromuna, woman to the meeting no Babacoso, now report I'm never signals, yan somewhere can say FIGC. Federation International John Kokarichi Womu and some president report Panisa resignation as one and some letime resign after Womu pair opening for fro Ebetas no more treasure what transwa Ama Italy national team Womu bought World Cup bought qualifies here woman to me qualifying today at Dan Kwana Unkwa we are one team qualify Omai and some formu and quantize report Panisa more treasure election and some nebetimaba so I'm more treasure Giancarlo Alberti, one Ayobia or a candidate, one some Nebetina Fedjumano, and after Giovanni Malango, Womumiano, and Yasemu Bako, Ebetimi, Abe President, and one some no, and some Nadebank to one, or more, and the president ever resign. Number two, woman the announcement of a new election, and some Nababaning meeting, I say, and a net woman, and some Naquamu, and Rama Ebeko, Prime Minister, and as a Minister of Sports at the Italian football, your friend Androla Body. Now I say or come with Beatrice at the AC our Italian football evidence at some and you may come from Italy or Nadomo can say Munyasa when we change leadership Italy or into FIGC leadership no SM Omosano Nado Kenyans are buying woman do biao are buying a support the Mupe Sika Mupe are buying the bar ye are buying ye pay now bad yabanina muno F4 send yama and Italy Monteso and it's the entire Italian football hierarchy. A free soro, Bagina Sene, and some legitimate Jatum, and no dear friend, my Debano Pano, Mekachosa Gattuso, dear Gerano Ivan Gattuso, a Juman Airtana, whatever to our own to us on Enya Jumano, na Yatisam, FNO Epesa, and Kaebia, Womu Enya Antonio Conte, na Conte Befa Jumay, and now some Membia Maximiliano Allegri, and some Lefa Juman into a Mumia no, and Yase Omureso May Bakona. Woma be say talent football na fenoma and some kama na ujiri se and komo bia koso na komo akoso ni nyina no eye Andy Goldstein anade and komo adem na ba we talk sports omo nkoma na omo dina the woman say omo say football na ya bon World Cup no on say yeah winners omo magic World Cup ni be paying on say okay Italian football Italy for omo win bi and ebida and afa amaya be pro achibi nti omo say enka Andy Goldstein say ka World Cup no omo magic bi da no when omo qualifies say enka Italy Frenchman qualify dabi kra some Uruguay for omo magic bi da entikaya World Cup omo magic bi da no Brazil nanka waka Argentina obeka Uruguay obeka and omo bi to say in Italy and my Jimmy Dano, Nanka, Oma ball and for free. Woman qualifies because World Cup no, and there is a sober Jew. And to what Jibia, I said the respect and some not amount. And we come across one in the art is World Cup no, and what to be done, and who quite ball qualifies. Nanka automatically piano and also a beer quine at the mouth. And the Gostin at the side debate and some number minimum say, oh no, and ya drink.
Because then you get situations like we've got here. In the Masters, in golf,
like Tiger, doesn't have to qualify. No. He's won it.
Yeah.
I think there's an argument to be said that if you're a World Cup winner, you don't need to qualify.
No, the only thing I like about that is if you won the previous one. I don't mind that. But I don't like...
Italy should be there.
Yeah, but that's saying like Uruguay, they won it back in the day.
They should be there.
No, they shouldn't. You got to earn the right to do that.
But I think winning the pin... It's the biggest competition on planet Earth.
Yeah.
I think if you win that, with it comes automatic qualification.
No, I think if you win
once every 4 years, and it's usually a big head anyway.
No, but I think if you win the one before, maybe there's an argument, but not if you just won it once before. But maybe do you know what? Maybe
if you win it over 3 times,
huh?
What if you win the World Cup over 3 times?
No, if you win the previous one, because then you get situations like we've got here. But even when you look at the kind of I won't say the stake. That's probably a little bit unfair. But when you look at even the Champions League, when's the last time an Italian side won the Champions League? 2010.
Yeah,
and that was Inter Milan, and what a team they had, by the way, with Etu and I think Milito up front. But since then, nothing. And even the Champions League final last year, Inter Milan smashed 5-0. It's just, it's a sorry state of affairs for Italian football, because when you look at a country that's steeped in history, they've got some serious players in terms of when they won the Euros. When was that? 6 years ago. Look at that team. Chiesa was on fire. They've
na otimuze omo ebezo mu cheza World Cup no du ba bia na wajibi da na de ka obia ye ne senka wajibi a year before to say de in Argentina ti ya no nanka Argentina for ya mama ba eno de nka ye na mom obia wajibi da bia to say Uruguay no ani ade o man timi an qualify so for momra to say Italy de am say ba hadwen eno de for no ma de Leonardo Spinazzola and you have to do as Italian football be dey as a World Cup as a baby na Italy nkodai wo mu TV na omu usa Ghana baby omu usa omambi tisa Argentina omu usa DR Congo omu usa Egypt and other countries ni nyina representing omu countries na Italy enkanwa ebe shame atem amo mine no Leonardo Spinazzola and ate in the sanse mo dia to dia 70p and some de ba FIFA ebe so ya dia bi obeze 2030 World Cup no omu edeko 64 and no for the FIFA World Cup no over say Amadu was saying and a ball 2030 womu ensom akoye internal meeting womu be say omo de ko to be say 64 and the countries and omo be say omo ensom represented countries no and as a World Cup 19 way 2030 and the dem no but omo enso enyan take final decision and no dey free in the FIFA omo so dey be dey ensem the play dem odo Brazil reporter ba say some BBI over e jama name World Cup no abe dey ma name say obeko be news efi Ancelotti and after Brazil Football Federation woma so ya de bani chesabe over etem amanema eno ayete forma de baby coach no ejidi so players womo aye competent womo players womo our strength womo energy womo pace betimi de womo and some compete for competition eno benchim Carlo Ancelotti on far in the adventure for the name and some World Cup according to reporter if Brazil and some Argentina Leo Messi about the last World Cup jama Argentina na unim say Leo Messi and some members womu anano eno ne sponsors no na report say come na say womu enso bibi adamane buta what ever called the last World Cup 2026 no womu enso na tress colors no abe white and have gold and sky blue and Argentina womu colors no na Adidas way enso choose a day ama efense name eno al ultimo tango eno the last and the tango na say the last dance no and unu yanso rese ne enu ma betimi ko ade Leo Messi ya don some na de bantiade das for no wo mu Leo Messi and monyam won the last World Cup for no and some na be so hwe na afi wo boy ade won komo ade na ba me ka say Messi team Inter Miami o mu new stadium no sera no pano mete won de ma no o ma ye ho adwuma pa ama se enya asam eto mu ese enu ama som na be koye nyame eya adoma on the 4th ana o mu Austin FC foi bo match na afi o ma bie the newly stadium Inter Miami womo ensom na dote ani eshi atem amawa enya sameto ne kakra fi wo ensom na de eba na Trent Alexander-Arnold is a Thomas Tuchel would do England man for some omunim problem ewom na wo de wo say Trent Alexander-Arnold do right backs at the England womo trust this season. And I say over the last 3 seasons Trent Alexander-Arnold were creating and more chances and a defender beer or and a nifason at the England na also Trent Alexander-Arnold need 132 and one also create Kevin Trippier 114, Ben White 55, Reece James 50, Anna Livramento and some 48. Now World Cup squad coach Fred Bob friendly games now what Trent Alexander-Arnold and some 90 man call up and a man for beside questions be pray and the effort Thomas Tuchel and somebody put there as I say what's the highest paid players La Liga. Sign and Yama City and say La Liga no players are yet 2 per month. When we agency Kakasi and Mbappe 2.67 million a month and Mbappe euros no when also match Vini Junior 2.67 million euros a month I don't know and some match David Alaba 1.88 million euros a month I don't know and some match Anafe Robert Lewandowski 1.67 million euros a month I don't know and some match Yellow Black Adam Atletico where 1.67 million euros and one and some Nigerian amount I don't some no at Emanano pay away into my so we need Rome and some Germany and a German Bundesliga Hurricane 2.1 million euros and one on some Nigerian amount out with a man for Boise Jessica Payama Musiala at 2.1 million Manuel Neuer at 1.75 million a month euros and on Joshua Kimmich at 1.6 million and I've Diet Opamecano and some 1.6 million euros a month. The same coming I want some also at the Manano pay away in Juma so now do and the French Liga now what you more Seneca and the PSG Omar Fali Ganafo and on a Dembele on the decline 1.5 million euros a month and Dembele and say our French Liga who do Marquinhos I say yeah what 1.12 million euros and one on some and no a Marquinhos and your some no at the Kimi and so at 1.1 million Hernandez at 1.1 million and Isaiah Emery 950,000 euros and Isaiah Emery and so Najanes at top 5 in a day a PSG woman players now and Najanes woman dominating a woman at them I want some no at the Emanano play away Juma dear so now Premier League in players are woman country and so a month omoje and Kufu say bam and something way Alan Halan 2.6 million euros and what and on Halan watching no a manto Mohamed Salah now or 2 million you can say Liverpool our DFL Liverpool na man to be Salah did 2 million euros and a Salah Casemiro 1.75 million euros Van Dijk 1.75 and then one at 1.75 no and a Van Dijk at Bruno Fernandez 1.5 million and a Bruno Fernandez and a Bukayo Saka and so I don't know 1.5 million euros a month and kudai womoche egomabotom acha say and as a beto ameke kapomi wa utie me a month saying and a jay tiao and some lama odi kofie na say adie utumi say oboni say ana hadie pa no kakra if one ma debi ko no wadi week o enti wakeka de bom ni ade a month no enyesika keto akra and say system ne de mo de bi ba o na mutuan week said a bear and no man so bear come na bibia and so akoye de ama boys na mame Enzo Fernandez na yamon komo kakra na nyina mu no and say only the interview na no na ma waya anopa no o tie sam me de interview ni bi bai aka tro sam di Madrid players ni bi won komo aka tro say Toni Kroos the toughest opponent we say ono dey say we din komo bia just we come Madrid asam kakra anom Enzo Fernandez komo we dey about and say Chelsea players na dwa we mo tell say the leadership and the skills and as a quality them our form Penin Kasasa we captain at the team no o can sem bia sa akwa we interviewer and some internal na we dwam what as a bedroom which has an internal issue o dwam o bedroom na okeka na dwene bona dwene a na dia say the Chelsea boys wo mo ensom ebojoso na Chelsea legend Mikel Obiano pano me be ka tro say wo se untimi motim ni biemu a na wadi kan eno a messenger wadi Enzo Fernandez na do hit in the back aya dem ban say one captain against PSG and then see uku yanu as a brutal 5 ana akwaje ama ni guasem ba ya wie ye why you ani said they won kan ho na ye betem Mikel Obi kakra ene nkoma wadi wase said ya branch na kasa ne de say otono buase.
I have to say about Enzo Fernandez. I said it. His progression at the football club starting to get better. When we signed him, everyone was questioning. But last season, he had a good season. You know, he scored a few goals. He was arriving late in the box, getting goals and winning us games. But for him to come out and make such a statement after we've been disgracefully dumped out of the Champions League, and you come out and you make that statement wearing the captain armband,
It's not good.
no player is bigger than the football club.
No.
If he's had enough, put your hands up and fuck off. And we move on. No player is bigger than a football club, especially a club as huge a size as Chelsea. You cannot come out and say that. It doesn't matter what is going on.
No.
It doesn't matter what is happening. You've been paid handsomely well to be at this football club. You should be grateful that you're playing for a club like Chelsea Football Club because of the culture that we've built, because of the success we've built for so many years. I can understand a little bit his friend. I have to say about Enzo Fernandez. I said it. His progression at the football club.
Enzo Nyabuchem, Edemakrano, Nyabuchema, Musmo Point, and I mean, so by Joanafe, and your man so much to me, Akoya, no I am Koma, if you are there by a day, I want something, and so at the Banchi, Enzo Fernandez, when I after the World Cup, and you'll be who need decision, or and some the bit taking off your Numa, it's my queer, no, I did about World Cup for no logo, no, Momian logo, as I say, players on Omo, and so the Womo, I logo no Fefe, I'm advert, you know, for the World Cup 2026, our Mexico, Canada, and after US of Ronaldo and Fini Junior, and after top players, you know, Womu Enye, Anna Womu and some logo on the camera, and when she say, Anna Yamabesiako and Miatuma, and as a 20 Ronaldo, no, I had there, Obetini, Afi, Fini Junior, and Barpe, Anna Yadumu and some Bayama top players in the Bina, Yamasa and Yama and some Messia Conti, Leo Messi, and some Anna Banity top players, you know, Anna Yashomo, Ayadem, and the advert. You know, where your World Cup advert, where I said a new man some never see a quadrilateral, and some not able to Brazil, Argentina, and after France, any other big clubs, you know, Anna Yadumu, I advert, Yatem and somebody Peter Bamame, and Uncle Liverpool, Yanicom, Anna Slaughter, Naya said a new Mexico FSG, where a Fenway Sports Group, you know, Yasim Omutana Slaughter, Omujidise, Anna Slot, Obetimas Samuel Pa, and what Yakan say Liverpool, Etimono, Omujidisa, difficulties are. So Liverpool here will be we are proven to say an slaughter one and some Agile League Nibia one and you said you say Agile League Niade and Tinina Mono Womo and some other support no at the Amman say on Wajumana Yama and some Nenko because Omujiri say Womu our manager do a bit Master Sanyama Moma and slaughter Yana bet me and some Master Sabi Biate Amo Womo and no Ayadene FSG and no Aya Fenway Sports Group no Womo and some Nadia Tudia I want some Debania say an slaughter one Ninkofo Edin Komoman Komo Medino and so much resa and Obetima Samuama Wonamra our Liverpool Stadium Penifo Etanatia and we are betting us some our Liverpool when Etimano I am Koma if one my day by a desa later sitting and so much and now pay our Jumadia so Steven Gerrard they say a slow port Mote Emano not problem any crisis at Liverpool and some Nomuche and as a Munshimo and some other film no I am Koma what them not to don't some no a debo we Mohamed Salah and so at the or the to do say Mohamed Salah do obia say Wontumi can top players we ma ball Liverpool any Salah fimu na Mohamed Salah ebe set the door at them am Liverpool no and our test Steven Gerrard was one in the come and mo exchange test aka chenzo as brand dey wa bobi no Liverpool as mrena so na also kwatoa so e be vufra o yesra kose kona e kwatoa so one in the come na mom na ya pa na nya easy kra so o accept say Salah is for Liverpool.
Yeah, you've got this legacy and stuff. I just think for everyone, it's in everyone's interests for it to end, but also end on Mo Salah's terms. So I spoke to him around that interview at the time, and sort of said to him, look, don't do what you've done and
spoke to Mo Salah direct?
Go under a cloud. Yeah, I spoke to him direct, yeah.
But you rang him or?
Well, he texts me now and again, or I text him now and again. More to do with if I'm going somewhere with Leo, just so Leo can see him, really. But I'm not like close to him. But it gave me the opportunity to say to him, look, you've been here for 8-9 years. You've been a king here. You've got this legacy and stuff. Just go on your terms the right way.
Yeah. How was he when you say that?
Still a little bit emotional from the incident, and he was subbing. He was in and out of the team at the time. He was upset. But I just thought it would have been a shame if he left in January and he just left.
Was that a consideration at the time, do you think?
I was Premier League, you know, say you top 3 managers of all time. Oh, Premiership no more. Managers be na be because Premier League no na for top 3 managers you more. Alex Ferguson abekwa Juma, Pep Guardiola, yeah, Juma Samfenka, yeah, Juma Jose Mourinho nom abekwa Juma de Amatima. Yeah, from more respective clubs. Now, the woman say top 3 managers would you say one bet me a Bojuma and a woman about Bojuma? Our Premiership no Jason County, area to say top 3 no unfastened Venga and Caho. Adaya was there na Venga then why our Arsenal and the Premier League no man the top 3 managers of all time. What neighbor Adaya was what just 3 titles within 22 years. Adama Arsenal, Jose Mourinho, Agile 3, Adama Chelsea, and within 5 years. And after Oka in the 24 Maka Pep Guardiola, Aberdeensi Fagi, when the Dika was 13 now also on Fawine as a Venga, the top 3 on for Venga and Son Caho, Yentie Nkoma, Jason Candy, Ade Atuja on Arsene Wenger as the top 3 managers of all time. Our Premier League and future manager, and no Iron Koma, Wadi.
What? Sir Alex, Pep, and Jose for me.
What?
They're
Jose Mourinho?
Yeah. What do you mean, Jose Mourinho?
Not Arsene Wenger.
Arsene Wenger was in the conversation.
Oh, you're putting Jose in there?
Yeah, of course I'm putting Jose in there. 5.5 years, three Premier Leagues. Arsene Wenger had
Premier League all-time manager.
22 years he was there, Arsene Wenger. Won 3. Jose 5.5. 1 3.
I mean, in terms of
Sir Alex, because he was there.
Sir Alex is no question, right?
He's the Don. He is the Don.
Yeah.
Right. He's the Don.
Yeah.
Pep's number 2. Can't argue because it's longevity as well. How long's he been there, Pep? Is it 9 or 10 years? I think I'm right in saying that. If it's not 9, it's coming up for 10.
26.
Okay, so 10 years. Okay.
Right, yeah.
He's won 6 Premier Leagues.
Yeah.
Come on. That's
but Arsenal.
I just 6 Premier League title, 22 years. What them? I just 3. Yama all time. Okay, and no different. Just some Wenger there. One more funny come. One more regarding the club Premiership. No sir. One of some other coach. I know I different. Mateba Gabriel Jesus. I to the also and the best player. And what them to just Gabriel Martinelli. And what them our ball. Our training. And after about the game number was a Samuel Mapa. And about the best player or the back call. As them Gabriel Martinelli. I know I Gabriel Jesus. And and some area to that and 70 demo. The maintenance and share not Thomas Tuchel and for Foden and some Uncle World Cup. Now, the maintenance was a young Camo Biante as a position at the Mafia Foden a World Cup and they're guaranteed. Or you're one and what do 1 year no one Uncle World Cup Libya no Mayan Coma. If one at the Airpametus and Liverpool for no, it's a Real Madrid and Konate, Ibrahim Konate, as a baby and Madrid for no and some Atria sign. Ibrahim Konate. Indications no red light na so adem amananhwe ya na awantimi enso ankomated for amefanano ayen komefi on madeba for the Verdi ade atodo ase Carlo Ancelotti abwane pa wa grow amanase ne ball our ball o bonabaso wagidin na ye ne Ancelotti manager ana abwano amanabedu level a wono so madu eno ayen sama wade atodo ase ene o ka the most complete manager awone na ya juma for the Verdi no ana di to ase Don Carlo Ancelotti, the complete manager. One also na o say Zidane, and so you be our coach in Kakra. No say Zidane to Buano, na Zidane Muano, Amra na Emre Muaya Den, Ediaman Zidane ya, and so many to me a Buano was here do baby, or fear class Zidane to me fra. It was also you know what to sign today, and so now you know now of a certain Nani Edge into Zidane, where you're more like a family member, and so not the man I know I am Koma, what you are to the best goal goal was sent 2022-2023 against Mallorca was a sign goal no and the best goal says a goal no was Seresa Vini Junior and no commode at the don't some no at the boss watch a video no more than 24 hours abroad one also after say a ball game you know was says hey me na me the ball way and some letting me to that no was training grounds no what me bobo sani pace now oh yeah we won't say what bobo be flex I'm not to was so tire training partner we breaking a lot of goalkeepers from shoulder we want goalkeeper over stretch na ukoyi was it more na trick actress one shoulder I want no proper one e do baby Zidane bana e friend say Luka was Luka cry na dream say obachini bobo boss akulem ma kodai goye pra e do baby was so wan hwe ya papa no be bench no eno e asede samo no e ka e twa to eno e Federico Valverde and ya didn't say me and some de bana Franco Mastantuano a player ade ama Madrid was say na ni baje pa ade was Enzo Fernandez here why interview was so nya Madrid Chroma oba betra no so we any teammate oba na say Madrid momia oh na ni baje say oba any teammate our Madrid no Franco Mastantuano and the Sanko nyina no to the don samate ma na one of Porter area to the Barca one president enche was sorry enough wajina konya be boadwuma na de to the Super League no over Super League na Florentino Perez do baby wajita na ni ase ene pampe ana Super League was say there Super League and some over and no completely over and what they to the don some no and some de ba na Bastoni dianom and opano but the master Bastoni na say dia kwa duni say as a Barca for no percent omutua be 50 na omode fa boy yi ana afi empanifo so trese gise omutua be 70 to 80 ana omu ensom na betiase na omeja player yi amana konjese no as a Barca ya kukwasa a omu ensom na trese 50 ne de be den na mom de ya hwere se NBA free in the coming weeks no se omu ba upgrade in the offer no atem akọ in the Bastoni ho no aye telefon ma de ba na nyumre Barca omu famine no omu return our come new now for omu ne Barca omu ne Madrid and so their bunny a Europa Champions League no and the Nimu said no and so ebetimi abaso quarter final first leg Barca at Madrid a bomb 6-2 na me aduma nanumre our come new no omo and so return now for new man so I come after 3 years no and mabawa no so be ball womu game no our Spotify come new ya don't some deba Victor Boniface 200 days ye and Victor Boniface a prayer na say oba or recover was starting at the ball to Bowex no koso de ama Victor Boniface ya dem awon 70 na no as the Elba Glassen Bremer a player make us do a team no Manchester Premiership clubs he we mu Elba Glassen Bremer na Bremer sama making ya say Premier League no woman ya play am ya say Luciano Spalletti as oba blockade and a move ama na branch and so e stay and no ayen koma e woman ya de awon some no at the Elba RB Leipzig komo plan say a branch Jean Diamande womu and some never renew a day amano na Diamande womu say womu diano a performance pay rise and womu atem amano without adding any release clause I am a madema or bono and ama womu adisikai akana katuya and as a womu and some day sikaka or my reward into a reward in a contract and womu atem ama a branch of Fanijan Diamande atem awun komoni nano and some deba inte diamante is a Christian Kivu say Obotu League ni say Kukuro na Scudetto Wanjia Robert Albani as one management ni na no womu ebetimi agya womu kwan enom ye news and also nefu day by day sa in the adventure won sama banjimasa Christian Kivu sa otie ya nano prayer any braba pa womu so wanye wadwuma ya womu ensom ebetimi asakeo eno eye tefuo at the Elba na Fabio Borini eye obia ye ka Italian footballer Fabio Borini eye obia wagini deeper na do kan sem Gattuso na wono ekoya enuama anfa no World Cup qualify say man for dinner time for Gattuso asane ado say a problem back up the major issue no efe no Italian efe woman na problem ni wom enu nti na mo ya bibia emfa no enti samo ka se ana Girano Gattuso enya dia na ma assess the Italian efe na ma hweduma Gravina mo ebo ho.
He's a proud man. We spoke to an Italian football commentator yesterday who said if they don't go through tonight, that is probably it for him in this job. Would you go along with that you'd expect a change to be made in that position now?
I'm not sure about Gattuso's position, because I think the issues is above Gattuso's position. Is the people that make that decision. That's where in Italy, has been said, is the major issue. Gattuso is a proud man, is a very loyal man, and he'll know what to do himself, if to carry on or not, if it's his decision to make. If obviously other people above him, which like the president of the FA, the Italian FA and stuff, decide that, then he will take it. But don't forget, he came along to manage Italy in the middle of the qualification, so he didn't do the full qualification rounds, and it did bring the results and brought us to the playoffs final. So I know he will care and love the job that he's in.
We spoke to an Italian football commentator yesterday who said,
if Italy at the Urbano Fabio Borini and I do it to the NTSA, you tear the woman a meeting about Koso from Italian FA, woman RSM Gravina or no FA president, you know, ever resign letters about Biani at Wonsam and some other bad. The maintenance Gongalo Ramos, player Dema PSG, Yasip Chelsea project no more, you know, and some no pay. And to report about it, say, Yasir and the Paul Westal and Panifono, RSM Gongalo Ramos, Omunana. Woman and some Sakana and Robert Bueno, a reporter. If you are there by Mammy Mayweather, Floyd Money Mayweather, and also on ya can say money pack your bouter, as a Basson was say, Asamaba. Asama Benyan say, yes, and the money pack you are making it clear. And some day, I'm afraid Money Mayweather, that's a rematch, you know, on per exhibition bout or per professional bout. And team Mayweather say, or per exhibition bout. Na Mayweather no wadin koma bebre awaya mene money pack you ebeko exhibition bout dabi wose watem sankoma no wose contractor Mayweather uko sign o sign say be professional bout na uko interviewer ujina o mene money pack you our exhibition bout dabi a reporter be say money pack you say rare fight or nothing Mayweather. It is a Mayweather Hootia. It's a Mayweather is a Wambro. Said you. It's a money packer say. One of the working and say only the one tis or dogobi and some men were up a rare bout and tis a unkua now call. And when say Mayweather, your tower you. Mayweather started tower chinya and you go and masia. About Kokunto Quanonia was a run 12 on some corner for your Maya Kama and a flood many Mayweather and Mayweather. Yeah, trail or supporters or more Ghana beer when we are some other Floyd and so and as a money pack you and talk on overcall in the professional bout. Now, no man, so I come in fancy now, but for Emra, now Fiamma to us. I own to me 101.3 own to me TV at Nasi Wontumi Sports Buffet is airborne. Atnas Newton Pitalati, the video analyst Atnas Anso na kumea Miza and so Miza say bibi abo ko there.
Nyame adom Capo na so.
Good. Nyame adom so ya pa.
Sweet Thursday.
Of course.
Sweet Thursday.
Super fantastic Thursday.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
We are very fine.
And then also also for the past 3 days, boys nine.
Oh, cool snuff papa. Boys ne papi. Oh, Easter. Oh, be 4 days mufia. Boka yusu awuda. And sorry. Yes, kakra wo ho. Wezo boy yusu so abusuafo ne so kakra.
Abusuafo ne so kakra.
Omo na hefo na jinso ano.
Onse so ano you say no.
Akodi asofo no.
Oh, ebi no.
Dabi asori bia asori bia about 12 de kakra.
Famina tuni patentin ko ho.
To we won free.
Misrao.
Dabi say ekosoa. Asori ne ekosoa.
Na Judas enya yi na ma ha.
And then you ana. And then Thursday. We you Thursday you ana Friday you.
So Friday ne gabi.
And you na Judas be 3 mo 3. 3:30 mo.
You man na bottle. Yes, Judas be my dear.
Hey Judas. Okay.
Iscariot.
I want you Judas wa.
O se ni pele ni.
Okay. Judas. New that away.
You hear pa Capo.
Okay.
Onya ko be Peter or the sika beti.
Odo
so je ni na so.
Peter ni na so.
Me Peter.
Nti obeti na so.
Peter.
Obeti na so afiri wo.
O Peter.
And Judas no so fata o pa. Me ma de kronti na mo breni pa mo de be ma no. E wa bra o studio.
Do no Judas.
O mo camera de o sunche no ha no mo adjust no because that o them you are still in
the center.
O here adjustment. O Judas was studio.
But I do some Rihanna Bronya.
Yeah.
The significance of the birth, the death, and the resurrection of Christ. Anna the death and the resurrection. Because I think it's one mystery.
Yeah.
Among be the communion, so I could do communion. By about Tuesday now, you look Pia would be.
Communion on the Babette. Would you know any yet in Beshaw or Con? Tiam and Shamus.
The son now, Father.
New.
Because I hope Yeah. Why a lot of stories. Enzo Fernandez and Como Coso Chelsea.
Yeah.
Start to say aso onko aso beko aso onko na Madrid for no so and dia on better tree dia club bia pe eye player or peno na di na chi obeti atua e dia tia ne employers or ne current club so o share Enzo dia comment e be backup say what dey just so adjust mic to check away
yeah
o check dia Enzo enkomo ya kokosu ni nyina no na che say onyo okay with me a ekoso fie but then or share the mpanifo be for a player to speak out against recruitment at everybody means he feels say okabia and now or a key member of the squad but anonymous set time Gerard so show support to an slot so a league you know and that obemano bra minimum or here be a full season I would want to look at that story but Italy for some are 2 months. Me person me merge foreign no any local no.
A boom.
Okay. Now me treaty me topic be a wo no mo.
Okay.
Italian Federation no air try so make kan yema de see ani na total refoundation of Italian football.
Yeah.
So your story no na imagine will say you can average quality Italy for no be.
Yeah.
Omo so no omo de.
Yeah.
Last time out, they won the World Cup for the 4th time.
Yeah.
So, only godfathers of the World Cup are bra.
Uyi my free.
Uyi Italy dear free mo. But, omo pa montoma, omo hu amasene. And kaya ka obi o ye game no, ketanacho na yomo na de buy. In as much as pay for the me at the possession ni tiki taka no, and the Dutch for no de buy gaga ne yo no. Ketanacho also belong to Italians. But and then no, omo who where to start from. And Penifon be started as I say, oh, check it out to Juventus, no, and the nucleus of Italian football.
Yeah.
It is a former Juve, a fat the Ama, the Azzurri, and a former Italian national team, so vice versa. A fat the Ama Juventus for no. you can listen to that angle of the conversation. But baby, I mean, come on, I want to say a brave beer no football and yet obi bone. A more golden generation. A drew the beer no what drought, no the yaw kakra.
Okay.
Now, our golden generation, a more and fisa a brother boy tiao. It's in wash a quaint fast, so I'll be drew baby a very golden era. No, a quaint fast be drawn. No, wash and so. It's in national team, no more brepa. More bread. Only country waje World Cup 4 times. One missing 3 times in a row. Records are bad to be an atom. But in Chile, 2006 to 2026, 20 years ago. But unfortunately, 2006 Ghana did the youngest ever age World Cup.
Okay.
2006. Yeah. Youngest squad Ghana near the Koye.
Okay. 23
years, 352 days. Yeah, averagely. Your squad no not conform count.
Yeah.
23 years, 352 days, and I decoy. But on the contrast, the Italian national team did the oldest squad Ekoye. The oldest squad now are 28.5 years.
Okay.
Almost squad number Ekoye, the 28.5.
On average, no.
On average, no. And number called J. 2006
no.
Okay, squad no. Nempering from brutal. And it's no more from veterans no. Before more 28 years. The Piero 31, Cannavaro 32.
Yeah, Gattuso mo.
No man Cannavaro. No man in the Panama Jim Drama Teresimo.
Yeah.
But Oten no. Sa 2006 no. E be year men can say the knocking door of year Ghana for because year call 6 in the call 10 call 14 so. But baby and common winning ye. JF4 Barbontin be catch Ghana for nyina na no say I'm up a coach I say I wouldn't want to go much deeper into it because we heard him go but they had 1.2 no abrebia mekan no ya no me person me busa questions say he for the ball na drew na nkofo be na wa JF ho no more technically me technical department no omo handle football no look in the security department na wo ho no I say security services what no phrase security services no only say
yeah
you soldier for police for immigration fire service no munyina security uko only say security no you suro bi CB
yeah e bi wo suro
suro bi CB uni mo mo suro mo CB e na uni mo o
abakra no hu bia o
trime wo nyina trime but we didn't know more they still have another intelligence department. But you shall not know atade no do be ho abontin bia officer you dream but within themselves they still have one intelligence department bi o
okay
brebi do na asemi do omo na yebuso first
okay
sankrofo bi dey control traffic light no sankrofo bi dey can baby omo na connected to Interpol for they work with intelligence. It information bia top from ke
okay
GF na hu na sa no there's a particular department where for a technical directorate sa brain no omo adwuma asore papa no munimu a me ka kire mo so once Italy ehu ba bia re ntoma esen wona sene omo hu ba bia omo tiasi we are talking about Italy waje work up no for ya Ghana for omo be ka kire say we are looking for a coach ni nimudie ebe align
with your DNA.
This is where I became very sad reading this statement. First of all, what is DNA? DNA there.
The style of play.
Look, say na bonity. Football is statical. Brazil and this samba football buy. But what you say? Samba football no more the buy. By always generationally creating a certain number 10 beer.
Yeah.
We are double one grow. At some point, we creating number 10 for no more game back commitment number 10 for better 3. If you look at 10 Ukramura, they have Rivaldo, they have Kleberson, they have Ronaldinho on the same field. And the Brazil 4.1. A man built from Catanaccio.
Ancelotti.
Italian football a defensive. Yeah, miemu obi anya biabo. Enipo matete no. And na the most attacking side in terms of this game. Omakofano. Are they stuck to their past? Where are the number 10s for Brazil? If you need holiday, I'm accept fate to say no. yɛntimi mmɔ fɛfɛɛfɛ no bio yɛ players no dodoɔ no wɔ Europe ɛti yɛnkɔkɔfa European coach mfa no mmra ɛna makɔfa coach free Italy na ɔmɔde no aba because the summer football is gone until naturally those players will be produced back, you know. They are now aligning themselves with the recency, the modernity.
We'll go with the rhythm.
Ghana say you will DNB. I'll talk about that. Some people are not working or technical director. Now me come back be so when you say to other corner. Ghana yeah scouting apostle. But scouting or yeah three different stages. Any class baby apostle. Make on for country to Spain. At a certain point, Nyami with large number of midfielders. From Marcos Senna, Juan Mata, David Silva, Xavi Busquets, Iniesta. These players in Zabi Alonso. As you check his Spain that time, no more strikers be brave. Avana Gredomu Honomo, Roberto Sodadomu. Look at this number of strikers at the screen. So, Capo, Aret Adores. These guys, you know, Fernando Llorente, no me good. Fernando Torres, no me good. But at that time, you know, consequentially, because in Barca able possession, Spanish team in midfielders in Intino, almost style of play, everything aligned with players at that time. Yeah. It is strikers and come in fear. One striker in the final against Holland. Check Holland the team. Van Bommel, Mujani. It was an era, not a favor possession football. And a Spain course, and a Spain team, no, I'm about to do my wingers. Wingers and America too. Nico Williams, Lamine Yamal, Alex Baina. These are the players that was Spain team. Midfielders, oh, 2 slots. And I'm moving from the typical 4-3-3, keeping the ball, no, by going into just 2 slots for midfielders, 4-2-3-1, 2 pair. I'm making attackers. So, check Spain at that time now. Midfielders in the defining era, no, and then you know, that same large number of midfielders in the game. Capo into Spain a move. France, the same thing. Check what team America 2018 Russia, no. Rigidity in the final third. Obenya Giroud, you know what we ball no. The final direct game, verticality. Midfield no more lose almost, but no more lose ball one. And the midfield show Ngolo Kante, Blaise Matuidi, Sissoko. These players were not really built on technique.
You look at the players and then now are subject to the system.
And then France are converted to full 4-3-3 because when you're Ryan Sheki out, Mijina 10, 3 attackers achi. When you're Ekitike, when you're Olise, Ousmane Dembele, when you're Mbappe. So he has to set up a system to suit these guys.
Sana game na
God blessed Ghana with a certain quartet. Unfortunately, more a single tournament that being it a World Cup or an AFCON. May cast Steven Appiah, may come Michael Essien, may cast Sule, may Kala Ekense. But among 4 which the game one, Ghana lose game that with these 4 on the field. Now when we don't academy be at it, so among 4.2 Nimra and from a tonche ha. Let me move so say, what DNA brought these guys? Naturally brought and PSO. I will tell you why we are not getting these guys anymore. Oh, game now when watching on Yakupon Sanya bro, or say ya my Antoniana, Ajman Badu, Rabi Momo, Mohammed Okaino, Wakasu. 4 years body show, maybe placing 4 women. DNA Bernard do PA. That was when you think the ball not from a booby passy. Dash. And all checking your center forward now. When you profile a pet. Prince Polimo, Tony Abuamo. When you profile a pet. Sergan 92, this is 6-year-old or that tell them to share squad. No.
Sano me there some more John Subiri.
John Mo as a watch it. Yeah. Joseph Asamoah Frimpong.
Yes.
Alistair Chimensa, Razak Frimpong. Yeah, number 9 for no. And you saw me Regido.
Yeah.
Only body ball, but we are very physical.
We are very bulky or body with me control or had defenders.
You won't chill the ball, no. You're number 9.
Prince and the one.
What's a couple of your technical guy? But also make a bit
yeah. Bakum, you know, ball to Bakum, you know, the Rams and then the BBMs. Boy, really a giant.
Naturally, Sunday microphone here. Sunday number 9 for in out here.
Yeah.
Matuamo now, Sunday number 9 for it here. I'm on your raw.
Yeah.
Technically, not to for 1 to 2 or 10 or any, but 9 for you know, more power, more pace, they can finish. Mr. Point 2 and they told us we have certain DNA. Once football continues to be dynamic, it continues to change. At a particular time, the idea then you build upon that and it's playing football possession. Brazil ball summer football. Look out for your strength. Baby, I drew a 2 or maybe only at some point. No, now I saw pick up.
Stop book making. Way now,
2014 Spain for your lowest time.
Of course.
But Van Persie diving header, no. Yeah. One of the most beautiful goals I made. We do T-shirt. We Messi near Manchester and Van Persie born or Pim. It's yes, Spain, no.
Yeah.
No Spain, but they were so down. And so they should stop talking about the DNA. Point 2, no one young family. The other day, nobody my.
Yeah.
We don't have any static DNA. At that time, now your generation who are born on and a friend and grow football because it's the born to form. But time has changed.
A grow ball.
Time has changed. Now, my dear, fear baby, so one baby had a winner. South Spain team will say, Capo, no more be Biaba. No more, they were done. They were contemplating someone sticking to possession football and I walk direct. Okay, the Morocco, no Portugal, no they were contemplating some people and a chum. Na yenya dey before Nico Williams na Lami mu image ye hwe mama ka se mincho Capo who say Otto Wado na we scouting for Ghana against England against Croatia against Panama na oguso and we tin na who John Pearson ne murafo no bi na ye fa wa chi no betere ye local league no no mo gu adwuma no so now if you have a very good technical department baby no Otto was scouting your opponent no baby no was scouting your players no baby o dey no who is he handing over to or hand over the John Pearson. F4 no S crappy be the free Otochi. Or on the just technical memory be el bench or be bar. What hand man say, but be any scout here Juni, it take over.
Of course, and yes, a boho.
Say, I Sadi a couple of
boho because Nivan or Banos in the time, Nusa. So, when Timmy started to be a fresh into Kakana or Hona, woman, and I think say, or Baba blood upon that. That would be the best.
And FF4 technical department do show say you will be hot mosa bar or maybe actually the next person.
Blueprints. Yeah.
They haven't shown that.
So the direction is
shall there be a idea football no I'm not the one to agro no so Shadrack mon pep point 2 no fama me. I'm not the one to no so. Na the Etienne say Capo. Your local ball no and your juvenile football U17, 18, 20 no. And your division 2, division 3, division 1 premier for no. And a mokokobo. Shahano Sumamio. But they do blaster no one. And a right to dream for and a form the basis of your national team. No?
Okay.
The sharp contrast problem here, they say. Right to dream for players in the Mumbai League, they don't understand the natural DNA because I'm the foreign for no and knowledge in the trauma here. And we think I want to could is more for foreign market. No? Now the one players are right to dream their MIA. Then I'll ask the GFA, I'm more both under 17, under 18, under 24. No, I'm more 20 no ever transition. Abba, here from the Mofa. And the right to do for you take over. Look at this list. Right to do for my all these players as part of the national team. No, I'm my Kamal Dean Soa, Kamal Dean Suleimana, and I'm my Kamal Soa, Ibrahim Osman, and Esinyama. Mama Kudus, Caleb Irinchi. Mama Gideon Mensa, Abdul Mumin, Abdul Mumin center back, Abdul Majid Waris. Where you right to Jumo, boys we are making, don't send any way league. Capunya, you didn't come. List when I'm a demand, don't send any way league. A T40 Obianim. They lack the basis because only a Grumo Academy. They went outside and Omabaya the main blaster. Meanwhile, you were here said that agro football. Or more bought agro near 17 for now. You pick them on the street. Division 3, Division 2, Division 1. No, you pick them up under 17, 18, 19, 20. We don't see those boys.
So
where is the connection between Omo right to dream de maye no and Omo league no e produce no? Where connection no hefa?
And we been Senegal for na eboa wo no and Morocco for na.
So they have lost the plot. They are talking about something different. Nintino ba kofa coach no ye bobo ria no no ka say how do you use Semenyo? I say you need to go and ask Pep Guardiola. There's no technical guy about to busa a question. I'm gonna football and watching. They should open up. Capo, they should open up the technical directorate. Football is gone. It's left many people behind. What does all kind of DNA? Where is your DNA? What DNA? The boys who produce a boy league, yet I see here no more FIFA. Ethiopia and America.
Yeah, Ethiopia.
Rwanda, I see her not right to do for any academy for no. Omudamoko. No later, I'm a blaster. I'm a babano. Omukudus, no money league so. Calibian Chimuni league so. Come on, Jim.
Satam Nana Liberty so one and a Jan and Asopano. No, so my players apart and my Black Stars. And
no, Oka Liberty, no, at the contest of the league.
Yes.
And the merge of the academy system. No? Liberty, one of the foremost clubs. I did a word academy, my time. The foremost clubs are academy, but and said you can't find out near color. Then Liberty. So Liberty, no boys in the league. So I'm league.
Baby jet, no,
because I'm league. Yes, I'm league. 7 p.m. Mohas, like in Mohas. Enti okwa won league no so omokwa won league no so several pia me club obo juve nyina o check transfer me house of folk show bi as a boy check clubs obo Germany nyina ba check no kotoko show bi. Why have we lost that plot and the FA is still telling us that we still have some GFB as a vosa nyame sha oye kotoko adwuma omuntu akayi as a vosa a bully, a choir, it's my friend Blaster or in the Ghana for Sheshe or the style of play. He understands the culture. Now there's a big disconnection. Or more for league in Muno, or Wontumi more Remu Europe, no Maka Rwanda, or Makasia, Yen from about Blaster, or Wontumi compete. Or more right to dream a producer, or more money a foul, or more money a form, but they don't have the basis of a yay game. It may be a board of Druid. Self-finity problem as a panwa. Come back all hands on deck. I die enemy dear may prepare or keep Kosoko. I had one top man. I catch him say, would you SSO you are Jumani but Koya F for no video analysis no more. And I'm my up to 1, 2, 3, 4. F for level 1. And I'm your batches in the breeze. So Mesako Boka Koya no. And Kazas can be a coach, you know. Yeah. I don't say no, but 1 year no so they will not see you. I'm on phone shot and I'm here dinner. I swear to God, okay, posted you. I said, when you talk about blasters, he was even talking about Kelvin Days. So they should open up.
Whoa.
The born is Jacrom, the church on a Jenny Bay. Look, me, a beard on mobile to catch him said, the blaster central defense, and I know. My monster and share will be to say. Ben Aban of Heart of Lions. Even right back on a boy will be to right back. And not necessarily Stefan Brass central defense. Can our league, you know, and not to be boy or boy, baby or baby D. Ultimate blaster, your boy CJ, Stefan Ambrosio, stick tall of a BBM, petrified far checking height, 194 of a BBM. Rasa sends some more, give them confidence to play.
Okay.
So many can come, I can know, and you must see. Na amumma nimdia no omo nyima dia no mrama boa mo ni nyina ntumi nkɔ the way forward na babi a tie sire die
mati
Capo yaba fia no some local boys no ho omo ka say local players ni bi ntumi bo blaster no de ɛna no me wo local boys no so omo ntumi bo blaster sese
mati
eti
every Italy nko
kawasem na
kawadwene ene kawasem ti nyina o hawo kawadwene kawasem ni bibia why
local press deserve some chance.
Italian football and they new team for Ghana League the FIGC no so omofe no muzo guno na omuduma di ofom pa miza
yes
ni komo
Capo my initiative name makwa baby na there are real concerns around how Italy wants to reshape their football. and then I'm no crab ball so kakra.
Yeah.
And this morning, mate, this Gabriel Gravina, per se or resigning.
Yeah.
And yes, for resign you.
So resign.
Or per se.
Yes, when you're in jail.
Oh, per se.
Or
per se or resigning. Now, we hear Mudiane to the Biana a hard drink kakra. But I think say for them it's better they reflect. Now or more clubs, you know. They invest in their league properly, get good Italian talents or be develop your muye. No more number G teams are Kasian fancy or now, so it will translate into the national team.
Okay.
That is what Germany has been doing. That is what Spain has been doing.
Yeah.
And no money now will be here. It means I'm spending much time. Now, you name common England, Chelsea. And Enzo Fernandez and Como. Enzo Fernandez bet they are pressing chain because you didn't come for the past 2 days. The report now a buy actually say Chelsea players need be dressing room on more mobile because someone say I say Enzo Fernandez kasa dodo omo bogi mkrampo na oya no say oteaten omo dodo eti omo ni nye ho meaning say the tintin ni tietia no onye fit to be a leader
of the team
in the dressing room no person mo decide na nkomo. Now, maybe Chelsea for a lot of questions in terms of hierarchy. One, the decision to bring Enzo Fernandez and promise him that the next 4 years you'll do something for him. Number two, the decision to give him the captain's armband as the vice captain. Obeka before I no the armband the man video be a Pia Bonting. Say Argentina players to bass more maboge Maria or more tonyum na nyom na racist song.
Yeah.
Obi ehunu Enzo.
Yeah.
On one Kasani players for fun a crampo betro to a yima could raise a whole lot of issues. But Chelsea calm down and no more ordained with the captain. Sabi, Capo, Wontumi could bro. Then your wondering say at the end of the day, no be tramo, there be entesa.
Do be do and one arbitra.
Do be do and one arbitra.
Yeah.
Play on a more cotton in a bano. Or teatria. And I can't say Benfica no Mobile no about Benfica 6 months. Of a badge in the crowd supporters said him. A we no attention recost and yasu besu. That is who he is. You can't change it. You accepted him. I know this edge my way. They are feeling like media and echi. Try to brainwash the media against the player. No. Me sure say Chelsea will players bear 10 or dressing room move for the Enzo Fernandez say can also.
Yeah, definitely. When you support.
Yeah. Because project in the year show mobo. But we be a Chelsea and your done. How do you bring in Liam Rosenier? So on number for Chelsea Major League. You see, at a club like Chelsea, you can't bring in players like Moises Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez. In a nutshell, your cast will be a big player. More no kebi adi omo to Ronaldo, money Mbappe, money. They are not big players. But in the context of baby or money free bano, because no for Argentina dressing room in the bar, players say be on your machine or honor coach in the Jumo Mudino. Oh, but no more level. Any day we are open so react to trauma or mono when you're dream. Ombetete okakra. Fafana be free France dressing room aba. Oba the editions mo ye o se Liam na coach. These players they talk. Capo omudi nkomo. And moment we no a moment back wa omo qualification towards the Champions League no we need to carry a lot of commitment from these players.
Yeah, so they should come together.
See baby you drew the run in. There is no international break again. It's international break be any your boy running in the season every
season last hour.
It is our dressing room no one tono. No be antene one say no man solve more problems are. They might find themselves outside the top 5 and they will not qualify for any of the competitions. It's just sad, but that is the reality of the situation, Capo.
Okay.
Asem no. But me go Spain. Now Spain in common and I say the running is very crucial and Atletico Madrid ne Barcelona crucial by 5 days. Real Madrid so baby original so hu ye pa. Now you free international break ne buy and the player prior. Barcelona missing the services of Rafinha. Ultimately, more games in being far more. Which brings a lot of questions to how Omo betima fighting for the league title. The report to bring Bastoni in the end of the year, Italy for the Bayinama League in start albums of Muhuru Bebre. Ono Naninka. It is Sebasa Penepa, Akorano Ben, and so very located quick.
Yeah.
Just to ease the pressure on himself near the Kodiane could see far away in Bosnia.
But it's a lower price no na or Manacono.
Oh, said the Obeton Manaco because Akorano, the more treating in the other factors contribute to the value of a player.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
Yanan Okoye grammar value no grass what.
So, a Bufoga Krasu maybe a Italy for no woman at how club, no, because just maybe the supporters maybe better and they be agitated. Who not the best performance for him? They know what they are compare. Says in the corner, we are the value never pijana say bijina. It we are sort analysis in the area, then no value at the better planners. But maybe I mean, community how the running is going to be between Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Okay.
Now, Mallorca Beko relegation, Mallorca baby or Danona. The next few games were very crucial among these two teams, dependent on how Ombetima complemented or performances with the Champions League games. See, baby, what Champions League quarter final, Bobian, I also careful with league. It is a only quality squad depth. Our media complementing each competition. For example, what Barcelona is going to face within the next 7 days, because about Atletico Madrid and Kwa 2 times. Or about Atletico Madrid will league. Weekend way, way. Now next, na me aduma Tuesday. Wasabe bo Atletico Madrid or Champions League movie.
What a game.
Real Madrid be travel to Mallorca. Obo Mallorca we ya also otena fie no obo Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich no be league ni to watch na home. On Freiburg ne bebo.
Pressure ni ho.
In England, Sporting CP bebo nyame adme say Friday ya. Oba Arsenal EFL FA Cup game bobo on Saturday. Players do now or more redro free national team. If it is true so much prayer, then there is a need for you to have a huge concern about how fast we balance squad.
Yeah.
Obaya na be Sporting. Liverpool FA Cup game bon one ball.
New City.
Obowe on one.
PSG.
Squad depth. Hana league na duru no.
Wow.
Hana so person double. O person treble. Ahanijina. Aside the quality of squad depth, this is the time also your top players needs to step up.
Yeah.
For Arsenal, they should be thanking their stars for the form of Victor Gyökeres.
Okay.
Because Gyökeres form no
epic, yeah.
I don't know what you know.
Motivation, huge motivation
on the back.
Yeah.
Huge motivation on the back. They will be proud. For Liverpool, they might be happy with Hugo Ekitike. So one plant na fianche. Because of Koya Komaso Beshi. Mosala Krawie. What Krawie is so be a dream and fine. Salah will love to end on a very good note. So it's important to have him in the right shape. Osman Dembele, Vitinha, the squad depth ebe prove a lot for the French League. More games in one more postpone.
PSG, yeah,
but the other leagues doesn't have the luxury.
Yeah.
And Brennan was a Vinicius Junior and Mbappe, so original bomber Real Madrid GBB. A Brennan
the time.
Anna Lami Yama and the Pedro. I was almost sorry. No more Boabasa, no more Sutimidi GBB.
Okay.
So this international break, the thin line between you having a successful season and a failure, no, etc.
Your Cobanzo and your crowd performance no more tosa kesifoi.
But say no Wontumi tinto.
Maybe you do need it.
You say no Wontumi tinto. Ebi na me cite example, especially for the Premier League gap between Arsenal and City.
Yeah.
Then no about share gap between Real Madrid and Barcelona. For Bayern Munich league no meje. PSG will need to be careful against RC Lens.
Yeah.
The Italian Serie A, omuni rap bia wa Champions League nim. Europa League no more Fiorentina mu ombi o. But mo no mo pray for league. Mo pray for league na very important because this weekend Napoli ni AC Milan Asia. Inter Milan so ni Roma Asia. Juventus ni Genoa. 6 points and that AC Milan and Inter Milan we in them. going into the run-in. It's exciting times to see what all of these teams will have for us. But as I say, your quality in depth, your top players stepping up, and number 3, we have to see good coaching from these coaches, and the team debate might pass it through. One when trophies bear 3 more.
Losing in album. Troughless na Hannes start. Okay. Ati everybody have been doing come on. Na ya hwe how no. Na Steve wo ha. Na Abranti friend say Awuni and Naba Joseph say, Capo, if you want to understand Italian football, check out the last time their team won the Champions League. Okay. Inter Milan for they are doing well. But Gina, Wontumi engine. Bad sir. But Italian national team na hana.
2 years ago, so Atlanta
Europa.
So it's not as bad as with their clubs in terms of European competitions.
Yeah. Okay. Still.
Capo. A lot of stories that needs attention.
Yeah.
Maybe against Bosnia. Bosnia are failing to qualify in there. I will put it to the fact that the Italian players underrated Bosnia.
Okay.
Even one draw, no a buyer. And the sort of attitude now may aside be put in when a lot is at stake. So I'm World Cup after going up by a goal. No, I feel they're terrible because so be I didn't hear be pa nibra do remuno after the goal man who is
okay.
Then again, I'm down to the quality of more assemble on the day. Italy may not be the side that enables to go toe to toe with, let's say, France or Spain in terms of the sort of football mobile and how effective they've been. But also the other teams are more from now. They've grown in confidence. If you want your exposure with major European clubs, academies, you know, into game now, they almost ball.
Okay.
But also the lineup are Italy this year, Bosnia now. It's surprising, say they lost to them. Barella, Bastoni, Donnarumma, Moiskin. They had some good chunk of players over there, and also they were qualify. But the Ama what happened in 2021 when they won the Euros? Should Italy have met Germany, Spain, France, they wouldn't have picked that competition.
Okay.
But they met England. England, you can't nail England to European Cup.
Okay.
And you're mad yet. So they had Ciro Immobile. They had Verratti, Jorginho. I think Bonucci and Barzagli. They were at that tournament. We're fading force. I know we wave goodbye to the game. In terms of Razuri.
Yeah.
I know we need a competition. So then the conversation and the narrative is that if we see a game in India, how then do we rise to the top of the European game?
Yeah.
A divided opinion. I will Italy. But the real problem is that Italy produce the type of players you're spending discussing you're discussing Mbappe, any others. No? Into the was it Masciolo Lupi or Capello? The only world class player in the Ewo Donnarumma.
Capello.
Oh no, now okay, can't say maybe I know about it.
Sure.
So we are not having that. Clubs, there, and the national team are entirely two different things. And you can't say me.
The national team and the clubs.
Yes. And to say, Oko Elise say now so top players now are discussing or more. Few months ago, it was Ademola Lookman, Nani Bonidin, and they Oko Spain. So the Italian talent now in Kasana, and yes, say you deny or more of opportunity to play for the big side. But the business of football, and they say near more resource, no, that is who you chase. It is a Italian talent to be definitely you will chase. Tonali unity, no. Newcastle no koi. Ocean the profile ni he's not the player that should be playing for Newcastle. Now club now one. I was telling you fact. I was on your mouth about national team. I hear a Newcastle but competition be. Omo modern bonnet to say. But say Liverpool team, Manchester City or Real Madrid, you are surrounded by winners and you are pushed to the limits.
So you get winning mentality.
Then you become better. Not the ripple effects are affecting national team side. And then the Italian managers are not doing so well. So it's the problem, Nadia. Say you be where the also they should fix their problem. It's not about say mama foreigners opportunity or
foreigners no best league in
okay, so when the Italian clubs were winning from 2003 in the Champions League ban, 2007 okay squad this year 2005 in the final. They had Hernan Crespo, Andrei Shevchenko, they had Clarence Seedorf. We were not Italians. They were not. 2007 they won it against Liverpool. 2010 when Inter winning the Champions League, Goran Pandev, Diego Milito, Samuel Eto'o, they had this guy Muntari, one and a goalkeeper. How many Italians were in that squad?
So that's not the case.
Me say player no idea. The top boys will chase them. Federico Chiesa, a top boy. About Liverpool, no. He's struggling to make it to the starting 11, and he is supposed to be one of the key players of the Italian national side. So it has everything to do with the individual performance of more players. Any baby or more. Once they find the solution to that, I think they will rise again. I'm a problem kakra bit me to Thomas Tuchel. I would Juma or Yama England, no. In fact, Ope or Maya or bro for Casa and Asa Casa. I call say war. They fight with their pens and their inks. England could bought 2 friendly games. Omobo Uruguay and Omobo Japan. Now 2 games no Omobo in Nano. Omo intimi ampeke wins. Now shemu ye pa. Ni intima England foko fa Thomas Tuchel ne say Omope a manager finally odo meji bibi. Enye a manager odo medu quarter final or semi final. Enye a manager odo medu final ko lose. Because they've experienced that under Gary Southgate. But yeah, Thomas Tuchel, any results now we know. I think the English side are over reliant on Harry Kane, and the problem he's likely to face is he's going into a World Cup, the big boys, so to say. I need to change the face of game when the goings get tough. They are not in their top shape. Phil Foden struggle. At the game no bono force number 9. When to me I'm more shot on target. I know you in the frame. Jubileum ako injury I check I feel no returning. You look at Clave Louis Dominic Solanke. In the absence of Harry Kane, these are the players Obomo. Whereas France are pregnant with quality. Yes, when did the chance send over communicate player and say me ma unko World Cup. And not just by names near Bubo, but Omusi Park and so you see the French team performing. So Thomas Tuchel, Diana, is he likely to be another Fabio Capello? Or he's going to be that German, he'll be revered on the lands of the British. But personally, I fear for him. Because the conversation leading up to the World Cup, papa, he had to do with issues of Arnold. Say he 35 players, English talent on your part. Why they play 4 and 5? Is it Harry Kane? Is it Harry Maguire and Magay? And I say why no more partner? 10 no one ebo. Is it Kopama? Out of form. Yeah, ma Eberiche is an Alba Morgan Rogers, and I say you Bellingham. And he Anthony Gordon yedini jina. Because game no, the English have a problem. They have a problem. My general
as a qualifies no the brilliant so the way they qualified no with 100% record. Oh yeah, Bonabas, but to be frank, more power friendly him with it and reflect it.
So me who say Thomas Tuchel no Aberdeen deal with Chelsea, Senia Oyen and Neomano Capo. Because at PSG, he made it to the final of the Champions League. Yeah. Wontumi at England, and the conversation in yes, England are final. They want, obviously, football is coming home. That is what they want. They would want to have
it's coming home.
Among hands on the trophy.
Yeah.
But see, based on teams now qualifying the ball near Belgium, I think Belgium's biggest problem has to do with their defense. France there, Spain team no more. Even Sweden, the attacking talent are more. I see Isaac is what turn into a why Jokeres. No way your friend say sort of Haaland.
Yeah.
The English, I have a problem at the World Cup, and I fear for them.
No problem,
I fear for them because enthusiasm. Capello said the dawn will finally the golden generation or the Ombeji Bibina. Gerard Lampard scores, Rooney, whoever. But that time, England had better performance than Neomo. Capello and Timianye. The dawn was gone before the dawn. So what I say?
Yeah.
Now, here comes Thomas Tuchel. Where you Uruguay with Marcelo Bielsa? They couldn't beat them. And Japan, now I'm saying you cry. Minamino no more out of the game.
Mitoma
Mona a gentleman almost here at the game.
England
and they couldn't survive our own
backyard.
So yeah, can't things be a same. Yeah, can't how a be moved to me. I could walk up and no more performance. But a few England issues. The man I bet amplifying and then say the fact that the manager is not a man of their own. The appointment came with some bits of rancor among a host of people within the circles of football. Now this is a preparatory game, 2 months to the World Cup. Uruguay, they were listing say an A-list team at the World Cup, and they met the Asians in Japan. Japan football no grew over the period of the last decade. Football no konenim. But I players that they be come wasem, and to go into the World Cup and you're anko more money. I feel say a bit to me a big problem. The Enzo Fernandez say there are deeper cracks at Chelsea. I was wrong. Now and you're entirely about the ability of the manager. Asamno na nkemfa me ho na yedini se inti na attendee no meji ma me ho. Me say no Chelsea fan can say this about the 6-year signing of manager. But everything that Enzo Fernandez is saying or talking about has everything to do with the hierarchy of Chelsea. And Chena now your story be could say Kukiera say one in Barcelona omo
yeah.
And okay Obienya Barcelona obebo. but not when you are the top rated left back for Chelsea. A side that and also team competing. Yeah. So clearly, this is an issue of a break of trust between players. Send you who the future
of the club.
Amaka, Obia aspire for greatness. Sikana de Kahoneba. I don't quite agree with the other person. We identify Evia. Son of Person Tonyo. Evia Cogentry, I say, not because of Sika when you're free, but because of it dealing the prestige that comes with it. So why are they wrong for requesting for such a move? Bad. We share on the flip side of it. They shouldn't be saying these things publicly. We be to my players no home come
up. Maturity in because I won't casati say we mature as just a normal
players in the Udru level where Omudu Udru has Shena. They don't trust anything again. Into Nyamu Yeni I come and get me plea. Barcelona here left back and now we hear me. Over here Kukuyara starts for the Spanish national side. A bowdy now a while and also injury situation. So Barcelona Nyana is a fantastic player. He can help their cause. So the Omu Yeni a devalue players and come and get me play. Because your far culture relatively an experience in another form. Omu manage team now has experience and so our form. So what happens to my personal ambition as a footballer? Can they help me achieve that? In the moments I away. So changing of ownership, idea ding to have new ownership at Chelsea, and idea the players can call for.
Yeah,
they can call for a sack or a change of a manager, but ownership is difficult.
Yeah,
so they would want to break away from the shackles of Chelsea.
Now, say
they can continue somewhere.
I think that will be as
and these are so Chelsea team now. So no, Enzo, Kukiera, Kopama, and maybe Abubu Mudi. Now they Caicedo.
Yeah,
they are supposed to be the top players over there.
Yeah.
So calling for we don't understand why they sack Maresca. Maresca connect Chelsea 7 games. They were here to win. It was difficult.
I'm feeling still in the ball.
And you feeling. Maresca no pay we more they call myself. Even Maresca no money full confidence in him. They just want to leave. They just want to leave.
Okay. Oh, I'm right now. I'm refi now. I'm a car. Oh, how any day now. I'm to us. So see, the difference between Italian football and Spanish, French, and the German football is that the league align with the federation, but there is a big gap between the federation and the clubs in Serie A. Okay. In 2010, now Matarazzi in Kwani, the Italian, now starting from the bench in the final. Clifford message and no. Well, how na yameshe and some na we no cry me away. Me into na mamena yaba be share how and ne anope asem anope emze new team titini mini with and some okay timubenya intro no amami anaija ya de for segment Thursday bia de ebana yetimi aboa na afi ya to aso e de
As a new power character, I will show you.
Sound.
And as I said, no, when you crack,
I'm good. Digungo.
Chelsea, you back on.
Yeah.
New tone.
Do they have a new one or that? Yeah.
Such shall be our
okay. Going for also.
Oh, I crash is here.
Oh, okay.
Ghana Exam Center. See you. And a book of you.
Hey, director. Shall not pay. Newton Pitalati.
Man City kuno.
City on.
Man City ne blast kuno.
City dey say no problem ni jera nyi. Ah, Black Stars no problem.
Yeah, we wa na owo.
Oh, za ozi okunu nti. Ene no crap. Yina you. Hey. Insani si for mama.
Yes, I think so. Your born, I will be a hoe. I'm a when you write born so. There have been few people on my cassette. Local players in disabled slot last time. The further say Odomoko China, in fact, Omotu Kwanko African continent, and also Rwanda, almost Asoba. I don't know what can you do, but couple no crepa no top European teams, you know. Don't say now who your boys will be on my own dominating.
Yeah, one knows. You don't know so many 7 years be a bit my body days. For now, no, I bet Diana Fatawi Shaku so championship okay, top European or okay. And yeah, Semenyo.
What say? Yeah. Because said you know, you say I got a score Libya. The team is Al Ittihad, Libya.
Ah, yeah.
Ittihad Tripoli.
Yeah.
Swaba. No man can kotoko to Tripoli. Say. Yeah. Meaning say Nippon caught a bigger step. Currently all continent in so to me. You can can more other leagues in one. For whatever reason, Pokumo, or with me and yesterday, yes, sure, no. But the same, said you can Madrid, said you can Bassano, said you can Liverpool, you Ghana for boys in so more. We say we swap, I won't perceive a Boloka players in Dino. Those boys will both Europe in a war. We don't have the ACS at Champions League now. I'm going to give
the Suleiman.
I'm going to give the boss
against
Bassa. Suleiman Prince, but DAU, our company. Everybody was talking about Ghanaian football. Do we see that right now?
Ebiniho.
You hear boys in Stephen Appiah Juventus, no one ever have a network. Now you're proud to say, me a Ghanaian Stephen Appiah. Sa black and white.
Yeah.
Before we just have a juvenile near Docra, some Stephen Appiah on a man, you who say, do we see our boys right now? No? We don't see them. It's also not more foreign, all right, but the standard has also fallen.
No need any portfolio be out.
The standard has fallen. You can take time and check top 5 leagues, you know, the top 4, the top 4, the top 4, the top 4. Check the Ghanaian players. The kind of Patronian top, yeah, because top 5 European leagues.
Yeah.
Oko Spain at top 4.
Yeah.
Oko Syria top 4, EPL top 4. Check the Ghanaian players are a ball also at top 4 room. And their importance in their clubs.
Unyabi. As he bought Ghanaian players weekends abroad. Minye be 1 week and 1 month ya menya 90 for my Ghanaian. Is a ujinam bon 90 debia.
And we are calling in France.
Yeah, but yeah, now yeah.
Couple more undermine league in the
okay.
You who attention with your league now. On the side of manual 2 league so say player Papa Ben the league. Have time and watch the league. Say CS scout per omunim ball kwandia. There are players are ready for the national team jersey. On bet you book them in as much as Benjamin Asari. The same thing, you know, when Solomon Abasi won't come in goalkeeping department, you know, other goalkeepers have shown say, or met you are competing. But be a point in a drupano, and I'm a baby couple. Your league, you know, my can't repeat. You want some hoy at the Abano pay.
Oh, for yeah.
Now, how for me blame more? Me blame hoy, me blame hoya. As I said, me blame Senegal for 1-2, the Musho Morocco. Right? When a game, I say, you have the equal rules and regulations, and I guide it. If you feel cheated, what we had them rather taught you.
Oh yeah.
When you feel cheated, when you speak to precedences, it told me now how many of your coaches in the boy we are among my one team Kasaye. Why?
Be brave.
Some of do Kasa. Coach Tanko said the 3 gentlemen near Freno. now the name disrepute has been a common English for everybody.
Of course, it is committee for Brofo.
But people feel cheated. She decision about how for baby all of that. Oh, who said no. It shouldn't have been that. Something went wrong. Sometimes.
But
they say no point. Man say I'm also disbanded. Official communique.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
I'm disbanded squad. No, me who say boys select to shadow the picture that as well. No more
league in the
why more?
How for players in the league in the for the sake of the players, Anna.
For the sake of the players, and I'm just for the sake of the league.
David, for the sake of the players,
look. Wait, oh, my meeting who picture we say a throw on upon the bar bumpire, come up, bumpire manual, or a professional player. A bishop Jalabia. Look at them, professional players. They don't know their fate. Boniba no maye so no Ghana Premier League. Boniba no maye. League kura atete 7 apia, league atete lai, league atete Esien, league atete Sameko for Truk and Faisal. Eric Go Prince Tego, Eric Bakwe. League atete Akasefo. And the league no makatro say ayecho. I see for the right use of money card, they shouldn't be part of the league. And nobody has to hide. Nobody has to hide. Say, I see me American, you poor breath from me. From me, beautiful home. League na yebono. Ababa is so common. It is a who said the Bianomo call relegation. I want you from Kwana call relegation, but and your quality of your play. England, Obi call relegation, it was any Pewasa. She wolves. Yeah. If such for call relegation, also Massa. Yeah. Peace, I say for call relegation, who's or Massa.
Monday morning for
the league call relegation, I could go far a better more than the best in Africa. And has go far Benjamin Asari and our national team goalkeeper. Yeah. What do you say? League no quality players, but a dorsal and Tino among for Babagum. So be to me any sika or the bubble players and Hoka Crana near General Brabable League be. For some unknown reason, bizarrely Brabable League be. She plays the anapa break announcement. I can't say be as if you won't call home. And in the span of about 3 seasons, couple, you're good teams in it too. And so I tell you,
so I tell for
oh, for you no more good.
I had a league, you know, I must say, as a fairness news said all kind of because every enough for incident you could see or a Omni Dreams match a boy. I who is a team official member. Video by and now about news on the letter crab. I want to.
It's all about letting to be banner due to everybody and down. But
I said by internet.
Well, who is a cop? It was so matter. It was so much delay. The baby. Assembly or court.
Maybe the band.
Put me for so court. Be the band. Be the betty. A bit for so court. Couple cannon throw. Hey, no, never to me. I can't walk. I can't.
Oh, if was here, mobile,
and it brings the game into disrepute. Ghanaian League, one team so mobile because enter relegation, beba. I just scramble. And for the bus scramble for Africa, no. By scramble for Africa, no. No more chai, refi. Scramble for Africa. We say Pagana, we say Potogo. Eh, Bradier,
yeah, from.
I'm not from scramble for Africa. I see all relegation a dream, no. I scramble for survival. And the scramble will be the third, no, so a bit by a heifer.
Boardroom.
Oh, for a boardroom for the cannon crack, your jolly gibbo. Oh, I ain't coming a third, no, so. You come on the third, so. How fun to say, they feel, say, it cheats you.
It's all Marco Boligi.
Oh, my mother, I know us. And go send the brain and then make me perspective. I make a was. Maybe I'm also my brother. Maybe I'll question the say you was. But the most pathetic part in the say, boys, now you don't lose a minimum ball. I only miss a boys radio league. I boy. Look, somebody like Razak Simpson, couple. In the last 3 seasons, on a woman sabo, a woman said Janako has folk. On a Kufo Janako Adriana, on a grip on Sosabo, in a back 4 in a 3 back. A body now. You're telling me, Sir Razak Simpson, on your opportunity on national team. Ebenezer on the last 3 seasons, the most goal scoring centre back or defender, Obenya no league, me Ebenezer Ban. And yes, I'll call him question, I'll bet you about Chuchino. me I watch these players and you corner they share boys here buy can one seven and one they share local league no my share I'm not sure do me say the tackles on the Kevin Asasibe I'm know the cleanest tackles I'm the money who this season you can say last line tackle I will throw over commit penalty no I'm not sure do when you twice my shame na Kevin Asasibe so yi ba ku bia me share say hey Kevin cold tackle on so take risk mon fia na chebe dumo mon in the league hope bia ni ho fa mo so say ntwa mo salary near mu relegation after the bedru na mo pepre na mo de ma yi bi mu free league no we deserve to have about 12 teams no more can for division 1 na division 1 so nya rich
yante so
Capo division 1 how many teams no no say ni promote mo it won go twa dey league am about 48 teams my whole point is a league na you born Capo you doso but come in terms of competence few clubs and it more players eka and we say be drew bra as I say a fight for survival kuchu call ne sani man nko na gu ye league no fi omonti ye league no so omonti ye league no so omoni clubs ni bi film no more restart the game no
because say league no your doors na say intimi more there yenya ne kitu abi na yenya rich music
me far me ne wo hwehwe kay me fa say 12 teams yi bi free mu ye benya me fa so mo timi tua ya huru so far no has ne kotokodo wo ho for a lot of the things they have other club you know has ne kotokodo wo automatic slot wo ho me dey ma show say what you salaries or stadium or bon ho so in terms of branding me dey ma for bar woni jepa of course me dey ma for be kotokodo ne has ho
aduana for beba
aduana Go Stars
ani bechem for no so ho
bechem United ayade
so no the facilities
yes na for suji abode bi abo training players at the bi mo national teams amo ton bi mo so yeah bechem United dey deserve so be ho
sure
Capo yenwie 12 no e dia ba bi afiri mu because a league dey say bi free mu no be brede gu here dey the purpose say hey mam say akasem kra tan show your league about top 4 na about top 3 and about top 2 and about top 1 do about league no kwa Africa mo maka for no so mamo when was the last time we spoke of the Gaka top 4 with prominence and draw and you say we mu say your real league no Gaka top 4 we draw so with the second league no okoni boss kachi kakra ma wa no answer woko
and no bibia ni
nothing entices you to fight and compete for even second third slots
je do na ye kokwasa sa
je da ho so ya na de be na de aboa de wo fam ho ena ma ye hu sa ni ma we nyina
so ni bibia o
Capo league ni nye mu regulations ni nye I say am protective few clubs na I serious no ke kamra na fra basa gu ani mu ase as say ni mu pe run your football no league ni nye yeah, one slow spend of Africa into about the top 2 and top 3. What is the motivation behind your league no? Esro no. Monti league no some penny for. It's a penny for so dancing kwa Capo adentia. And you na cost the body tonso. Monti league no so. I think it is a fast one also. You mean your league na. After I see for base 6 and we na no pray for survivor. All survivor for the e. And they na over survivor abaye. Capo, amonti league no so. No me league ni yakono na emu ebeti ya support blaster no
okay
league no what so na rich boys no nyane ntu kwan on be gina na mabo eno ti no dey no me catch you say the average lasting period for a club or a maimu ha 2.5 years or 2.5 seasons the person me say club bi a o gina na nine so or a maimu obaji league FA Cup obeje ho ne ma keke kan ho bia ne Capo wacha bo so 2.5 years and you mama yense be scatter squad no omo ages any injuries and then a control
ebe ko
technical team munya change coach na BSC
na yesa asa
obesa oti de make na sa change go stars omo buji league no starting 11 no 2 pen wo ho mafia omo
nyina ko coaches ko new project
check out some board team no so about to answer about trade net ni we mu ho no mo Self Ibrahim obi akoy kotoko team na Dr. Ogum de G no 2.5 years after Embele mu ja akoy emoro mu follow net mu follow Gani mu nyina obi akoy
check me dey ebo ba
me dey ma board league ni we na ye ko preseason ye bo mpa ma me dey ma sabo ko Africa no ma ton 11 players come Malta led by Kwasido Nsu me dey ma G league no Kwasido Nsu ko Africa bi ha 11 no this year should hwehwe ba bi o mo
Masa.
Medium G League 11 players. No do mu nyina come water.
Every guy.
Including fantastic Kwasido.
Yeah. I knew I'm so aka was so asem. Na
so you serious Capo.
Serious, yeah.
You serious. Ko check some team no. Anu di na meje. Coach no ya di. Kay the fulcrum of that team has left ana. O check am 4-2-3-1 Said Dada na Nigeria chi. O wa hefa. Injury say you say bonzu say usu every team no. Goalkeeper Kofi Ba on kai no. O dey no ko Africa wanya ACL. Maka tro say injuries and aging. A control and a technical team no 2.5 years project no. Actually fantra.
Wo, everything na team in giant our Africa no. If you cry me
form.
And they had
they need to seek opinions and be more serious about how person your money. The circle is so closed.
Well, Mr. Abre, na yametwaso. Wow.
Me how no dey. Emrebe mo ameti me di nkomo bi abe 3.
Okay.
But they di kan ho here because Hoho United. Atro krata tin the ababo tin se Ghana Premier League no omo mobi. Nanka omo wo Hoho United letter na ababo tin mo bi akan bia. Because in sembi say no tie busiri buka. One ya fair to the two parties.
Yeah.
I was see who the entire almost see A, yes, see more league ni beam.
Na B,
yes, league, yes, here to us beam. No one casa letter. It is more addressing to the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association. And almost say Hoho United FC hereby notifies the Ghana Football Association of its decision to withdraw from the remainder of the 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League season with immediate effect. And say with immediate effect. This decision has been taken after careful consideration of the systematic unfairness, first point.
Systematic unfairness.
And apparent bias exhibited towards the club in the disciplinary process. That means systematic unfairness dikai. Amuni se efe ni so any omo eni ni yi. Eba omasema omudi ye no. No yama omu 3 matches home ban. Almost omu da GFA na say for past opportunities no mu wishi league in the world. I said this withdrawal does not mark the end of Hoho United FC. It is a principled stand against injustice. Next and a crack on any tintin in the TTN na say Hoho is league aye boy. Baby aya boy drew ya akabe 7 matches some year league no. Omu no eyi omu de free league nim. Enye ochena no mu yi omu de free. Enye na de chie no mu yi omu free. Na emom ebra omatro letter na de ama F4 no omu sa aka na no. Omu Hoho United for ni yi omu de aye dey. Free league nim. Na omu di tumi say GFN ni omu ni ye. Enhihye ya ato wonom no. E favor bi mu To omu ni se pepepe yo. Eni ho. Nempo omu na sema bana mo nkoka mo anka asem na yede abu nipa ama sesei no afede ya yede ame omu to omu de omu league no omu ko baby Capo bibia ye wo kroma bia na yede mra na ye what de me chira se no yede mra ene bu league no ene yede mra ene league no inti your GFA disciplinary code ene your the code of ethics and yes as what the competitions regulations book and rule and so yede ho it bia no e was said ye city the league no and he said the ho hye yede it SCT mene ho ya adwen wo fa bi mene ho enya adwen wo fa bi what did you mention as no baby am no mo ya adwen ye say you have every right to fight for justice Say, internet na court free be appeals court. See, do one 7 na free say 7 ye bu ni pa abua chia na. The oya ne say, o gada evidence say chere still na 7 I did no mo de ball na ni kwa say yes ah. No akọ ka chere mo say da bi, enye sa na ye dey. Etie. Na mo respond dia where you hu ano. Iti kromo ye de mra na tia. This word na nkasa na ye te na nye fair. Iti na Capo ye wo school mu a ye wo mra ye de ato on say a code of ethics ama mo school nyina obi ani so. Mo ye 10 mutimi twa wo ne ache ba ko na wo ne yi wadi. Abusa wo say de ntia Capo. Ah, ye nyina ye twa wo. Mewa.
Yeah.
Ye nyina ye twa wo. Besides ye twa wo na ye che ye na ye nipa be 5 no. Ye maybe mu internal suspension, ye maybe mu external suspension. Mu nyina so ye kodi asem ye frɛ obi a 1-1. It will be cool inside on assembly no koye dey.
Okay.
So when it was
some car.
Unu wasem car.
Any trooper. You wait me be suspension.
Fighting for justice, I have no problem with them. But the moment Tababa because a league no ummobium no et said the bobo area na se born crowd bo fu bi adu atem tu mobium.
Watch your ball.
There's only Magrodi. With 7 matches to go. There's only Magrodi. I think it is an emotional decision that has been taken, which for me, I'm a human. And the way I'm running city called the Mawomono, Newman Shadan Koyan Famum. Mama Shadrach 3 times I mean who United say I charge you more GFA regulations. Yen can't be 1-1 any match is crazy see. And I'll say to you where I believe some of the things they stated were not clear with them. Okay, for now, Hawaii United FC have been charged with a breach of section 16(2)(b) of the GFA Disciplinary Code 2019 following their game against Samatex. It is alleged that the supporters of the club behaved inappropriately by throwing objects onto the field of play and not at the match officials. The club have been requested to submit a response to the charge. Bakuniye. The Atosumi Elusubeba. Where punishment on the ball or United. Yeah. When your summer text, then a kind is here, no. Where you're related to vision. Yeah. Or vision, so I'm on the summer text.
Okay.
Hawaii United has been handed a 3-home match ban, fined 30,000 Ghana cedis, and formally warned by the GFA Disciplinary Committee for misconduct following their Ghana Premier League game against Vision FC. The club was found guilty of failing to ensure the safety of match officials, allowing unauthorized entry into restricted areas and inappropriate behavior of supporters, including throwing objects onto the field. The home match ban takes immediate effect and the fine is paid within 14 days of notification of the decision. Hawaii United has further been warned that any future misconduct till the year I say ono. Hawaii United has further been warned that any future misconduct will attract more severe
sanctions.
Vision issue ni see before Samatex.
Okay. Until we vision Samatex there.
So, o case wo GFA Disciplinary Committee wo between wo and Vision FC.
Yeah.
And I'm praying, because we say on so United. On the date near that way, 30th January to respond. And not him. Some text the NSU and say one on boss I game no.
So by January, the beginning of the year,
some text the NSU crowds and Meluya and Sian and so by a charge or more warfare officer no. Yeah. You're charging, I think Alasa, and also much charging they say. Ono susi park na so kura baby any kwan so ura. So it is heading towards only one direction. Say ebufoba na supporters tutu ne omaba papo so.
Eze ade omotai.
Ebufoba ni ebe dressing room tana omo a na oye sei. Ma men kan okran nche say in the Premier League anya omo nkwa na yes ade no. Different clubs yes ade no. Yes. And the injustice that is meted out to them. Many the imprint. I think they've been too harsh on them. Omo nankasa na ama omo ho kwa ma de kro we say na yede etu omo baby omo gina no omo see mo league but does it hold water when it comes to asem no modi ho komo na yenko kan kwan a mfra so atrema fa so omo ja league na bo emra yede to so omo see immediate effect it yenko the competitions regulations yeni ho komo ne mu say ho say in prem omo pese FA ni respond to omo say league ni ade atuma na say anyi because emra ne say
if you never acceptance ana
ya wade nyina ho kwan be ne nyina ne fataye it is a shadow betimi dia to so amaye ne edi sa nkomo na withdrawal from the league
so you don't the letter but say if you inform betimi asa na o ma di nkomo mo mate asa
etira me pese ye kan we ne nyina ye ne ho ntia se no bi ankoka se say na tie because bibia mudi ho agro bia na ho mra ye de bo
of course
it is a checking the competitions regulations Oko section 16 one na e kasa about the withdrawal from the league.
Okay.
Withdrawal from the league no onini or say withdrawal of clubs from competitions or matches. A club shall be liable for misconduct if it withdraws from a competition after the fixtures of the competition have been published or the competition has started without just cause. Number 2, any club intending to withdraw from any competition must give notice of its intention to do so to the GFA not later than what?
2 months.
Before the commencement of what? The competition.
Yeah.
Should the club fail to comply with this regulation, the association shall have the power to compel such offending club to refund their
any expenses
incurred and take such further action as it may deem fit. Without prejudice to any provisions in the regulation, the disciplinary committee shall have the right to take appropriate decisions, including but not limited to an imposition of a ban or a demotion against any club which withdraws from a competition or fails to honor any match without just cause, and may also ban officials of the club from taking part in football related activities for a specific period. A club failing to give satisfactory reasons for withdrawing from the competition without first obtaining the consent of the association shall not be allowed to enter the competition for a number of seasons to be determined by the GFA. Maybe a whole idea of what to be. A brand say a bonnet of far. Or say, who you who do want free league anymore? The Edikai, and was a Utimi more who say this saint in a sana league never shall say the mean to me may it's more meet me more watch on what dear Eddie Saint name so one yes I know now the body are naturally look or say who you who dear free league anymore and now all share in penny phone sir say or monfa a dear be in this and fatana say brother as so monfanya day and find your name a cacro must have ball league no one you may be a war benefit be no.
1 million on my
also one cast outside this is kind of
so much 1 million.
Almost you say no massa catch or say almost a mra ya say to one museo and yet limited to an imposition of a ban or demotion. Wow, be withdraw free competition in the and also be filled or officials nan kasa na kra ni timi catch almost a more okay with the Woja League nebo it Hoho United mo yama mo ban mo officials na mo kan won no kra na mo so ni timi ma mo dai
timi so ban mo
itimi so ban mo amuli na musa be catch you say so ba no wan kire wo nsemu yi amoma ante ase de nti ase league no mbobi na anto aso mu a club na esi wonom sa no competition ye be yi wa free in fear do manim no and they determined by what football association they be dey wow. So you can have a proper legitimate case that they have not been fair to you by Capo. The consequences of the decision of withdrawing from the league is something I think they should have taken their time on and thought about it.
Yeah.
Because already you're boy in a league, the image of the league, the image of the league, the moment such decisions starts coming in, definitely there are questions that will be asked.
Yeah. A lot of questions will be raised.
League ni autonomous.
Yeah.
Emma, you call GFA Congress. Men kaya you call Great Hall KNUST ya. yɛkɔɛ no autonomous league discussion ne baa so ama mo raise kwan a clubs ne bɛfa so mo raise ska ɛde akɔ akɔbɔ 2 clubs pɛ ɛna kɔtwea seed man in the rest mpia
venue man so mo asem
2 clubs pɛ ɛna twiaɛ kasamre kamo mo Premier League board and kamo mo di mu case mo am regulate mo ade
for sure
Neso 20
no mama
any wo matikopo any baby ejina sisi it feels sad that some of these things are happening in the league as at this time. Do they have a case? They go and appeal.
Oh yes,
go through every single channel you have to go through.
I think it's a red raw and it's not a bad
what has here
decision.
Before now, but then I ask myself, players net one how would they feel?
Yeah,
like
and the players
that moment, you know.
Yeah. A Premier League player is a Division 2.
You see, we take a lot of decisions with emotions and understand that a lot of decisions that goes against us. So the emotions it is a more exercise. Say something patient kakrabia because league, you know, I can't how many games near boy. You see, Wafa do maybe no more league, you know. They are being treated unfairly. They kept quiet. And a league near boy near relegate to Moko Division. And I'm a boy. Okwaya na bia o si Division 1 say me kwame ntimi bo Division 1 bi wa notify if in 2 months and 3 months obi ani ni case Capo what match say ma sesa me di me pese me born academy born kwa na me ton players
woni ni asem
o sa 30 points just maybe baby aye you do akono then you appeal tema ho ne de mu wa because a punishment ni so ntini yamfa won ko baby a wo bo beto ye mu. You know they had requested for Pando.
Say oh man,
see a panny on my say baby a do beko Pando. A hono no mo se debi.
But the FA the omo who is omo punish unti baby a. Emu one omo do beko, but they used to consider other clubs na no be bono. Same be a do ko Pando kotoko be free hana ba be ball Pando. Same be for example so on the be ba Bichem United be free Bichem o Pando emu wa. Enti minim say nka we know a match ban on a venue, but I'm saying because of share a match bia come bonona come up a venue ahead.
Sasa you argue that is where you are supposed to argue because if you are the man league,
of course. Sana yesenka.
What I say? Now how can say we join league nobody are?
Consider. I think if you know we should be talk to them na come over no be say
is it mobium no should think about one the autonomous league then
Young Apostles was rather almost mobium.
Also me dey be catch us a league, you know. Say be intimidating who you anyway. Even the top countries with big money are playing lesser team leagues.
Yeah.
Almost the 7 teams in the ball league, you know. Almost the 8 teams in the ball league, you know.
Yeah.
And emrani be detail say ya. Because they are two omo no. Venue bebre bi mu yebi.
But still na ye family ni wo musa.
What I say, but my catch us this life is not fair.
No correct.
I had to say the old school. Me say obi abehuri wo.
Ngwa guri bia. Boku fie. Yeah. That's it that for. But I say, FSC na yanko past specialist about hospital na yeni enkomo na